Alright, so I think everything should be working. I literally just moved my mic so it's over in this spot instead of next to where I normally sit, and then I was suddenly having some microphone issues, so I was like, what is happening? It also looks like my lighting might be a little off, so see if taking off this little bit of diffusion will help. Yeah, it kind of helped. I play it by day. Some days it needs it, other days it doesn't, so I guess today we don't need that extra bit of diffusion. It's just incredibly bright now. I need you guys to let me know if my audio gets messed up though, because I had to take off my limiter on my mic and turn my mic down. So then it kind of compensated for it, because it's picking up some kind of sound, and I don't know where from. Also, how's it going, Salty? But yeah, it's I definitely didn't just wake up. Didn't have a long day. I have a tiny cookie. Well, I guess it was a big cookie. My roommate brought home a bunch of Timmy's, so I was like, alright, cool, I got free food. Doing good? Awesome. So last night, our stream was only supposed to be 3 hours, lasted until almost 6 o'clock in the morning. It was supposed to end at 2. And that was because we were trying to do barrier skip in Wind Waker. We did it several times, but then there was a gap I couldn't get past. And I eventually just gave up because I got too tired. How am I doing? I'm alive. I'm just kind of existing. Just gonna eat cookies. My one family friend brought over an energy drink for me. I don't think I've actually ever had this flavor. It's okay, pretty okay. But yeah, not too bad, honestly. Doing in existence, yeah, pretty much. You know, while I was just sitting over here having a like existential like crisis, being like, there's a cookie and I'm not allowed to eat it, but I want it. Don't you eat my cookie? You touch my cookie, I'll turn you into a single slipper. You're too small to make into 2 slippers. Yeah, it's been an okay day. The weather was nice, and then it got really windy, and now it's kind of like rainy, cold. Follow so many people. I have 9 streams open right now. Well, just so you know, you only count as a viewer in 2. So that's like the 2 that you're most active in is what it will actually count. I mean, no, remember. I don't know if I can keep up with 9 people at once. Now this is like a real life conversation. I'll be like, alright, okay. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah. It was a long night last night though. But I was able to consistently do the item side meeting for after a little while, so that was cool. Also found out before I went to bed, because after stream last night, I was like, alright, I'm tired, I'm gonna go have a beer, have a smoke, and I'm gonna go to sleep. And I went outside, had my beer, had the smoke, and I grabbed the measuring tape that was outside. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna measure the amount of room that I'm gonna have in the room. I have 75 inches to fit either an 80-inch door that I'm gonna cut down to 2 desks, or a 78-inch desk. And I was like, that doesn't fit. Neither of those fit. I mean, the door I can cut down, but I'm like, how much can I cut down the table? So I looked. Exactly 1.5 inches on both sides can be cut down before it ends up hitting into like the actual like leg posts, because it's got those weird like platformy kind of legs where it's like flat spots and then it comes up, and then it's got like the part that connects. So and it's got a bar going across the back. So I was like, all right. So those go pretty far out, and there's 1.5 inches on either side. Well, 1.5 inches plus 1.5 inches makes 3 inches. 78 minus 3 equals 75. And I have 75 inches it could fit. I'm like, that's gonna be really tight. But we'll see how that goes in. It'd be kind of neat if it actually fit perfectly that way. But knowing my luck, things won't go too well. That'll be a tight fit. It will, and it's gonna have to go in perfectly. Like it's gonna be fun. Let's just say that it'll be fun to try and do that. 1 centimeter too big. That's what you just sand down that spot. Just like, come on. Just like, come on. just a little bit more. But yeah, worst case, you grab the grinder and just kind of really quick on that little bit of the bracket, or the leg thing, whatever, and just like cut it down little bits at a time. Hopefully don't catch the thing on fire because it's also wood there. Whatever. It'd be fun at the very least. Because worst case, got it for free. Fuck it, throw it in the fire, scrap the steel. But kindly ask the desk to shrink. You know what? That's an idea. I hadn't even thought of it. That is an option. I hadn't even considered that one yet. I also had a really interesting email I woke up to this morning. Lady Emerald, how's it going? Wait, why are you? It's not like 4 a.m. for you. Or is it 5 a.m. for you? I'm pretty sure that you're 6 hours ahead of me. That means that should be 5 a.m. for you. What are you doing up right now? It's 5 a.m. I woke up and can't get back to sleep. Well, at least I can keep you company until 8 a.m., right? Yeah, so I gotta check this. I got a very interesting email earlier. Kinda confused me. I was like, okay. I got an email from a microphone company asking if I wanted to do a review of their microphone and post it to my YouTube. Now, yeah, my YouTube is active now because I stream to it, but everything I've done on there is how to do free stuff. I'm like, microphone ain't free. But I'm like, okay, I'll give this the benefit of the doubt, right? Because, oh, it's not facing it. This is a Rock Band microphone for the PS2. Not even Rock Band 2. This is Rock Band 1 for the PS2. Alright. Yeah, it's on this side, so here, I'll mute myself and turn it so you can see. Alright, so you can't really see it, but like, there's the Rock Band logo is... Whatever, just trust me that that says Rock Band. Okay? Yeah, I'm like, I don't use expensive stuff. I take ghetto and I make it look good, right? Like, this background looks pretty okay. All the foam I got for $20. The microphone I already had lying around. I have a spare one sitting right here. Like, actually the exact same one is right here. Like, this is literally the exact same microphone I'm using. So I'm like, you want me to do a microphone review? Okay, so I'm looking into it. And I was like, okay, seems like an interesting proposition. Like, what can I get more information? And they're like, blah, 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 this, that, whatever. And they say that because of the pandemic that's going on, if I could order through Amazon, and then they would reimburse me. And I was like, that don't make no sense, because like, there'd be no buyer protection. I'd be going off good faith. With money I don't feel like spending right now. Number two, if you're a multi-million-dollar company, because I looked up the company, I was like, you can afford to send something. Hell, just off Alibaba, like themselves, who made over $2 million in the past 6 months. I know, I looked it up. Like, I did a little bit of research. I'm like, yeah, I gotta need. Forgive me if this sounds rude. I'm just wondering why this is the case. Like, can you not afford an expense such as that, or ship it from a warehouse yourself, like from here? Because obviously you have warehouses in Canada. Because I was already looking at distribution centers and whatnot, warehouses that they own too, and I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. But looked like it's interesting. So maybe I'll get a microphone. I'll do a review on it. But I'm not buying it myself and then relying on good faith for them to pay me back for it. Like, nah, it doesn't seem smart. But I don't need to do a microphone review like my I get paid for it? Am I gonna keep the microphone? Am I, like, what's going on? You know, like, sounds like a scam. Well, no, it was an all official website and everything. And, like, it was an official email from them. I was just like, I've been given offers before. Like, I've dealt with business emails for a lot of different things, even from jobs before this and other things. But generally, when a company reaches out to me or I reach out to a company, I'm not the one fronting the charge for getting a product that I have to review, right? Like, you're asking me to review it. Why would I pay for it? Yeah. Like, there are little different situations. Like, there's, like, the partnership I have with, like, Swift Lifestyles, right? Well, obviously, they're a startup. They're not a multi-million-dollar company, right? So, yes, I'm going to use my discount code, but I'm still going to pay, right? So, I'm going to buy the product to support a company that I have faith in, right? They just give you a discount because I also promote them, right? And I bring more sales to them. So there's a bit of a difference there, right? But if it's a multi-million-dollar, like, electronic company or whatever, you're asking me to do a microphone review, I'm like, send me the microphone yourself. Like, why do I gotta buy it? Like, you want me to review it. Why would I buy it? I'm not gonna buy it if I don't have an interest in it. If you want me to check it out, yeah, sure, but my audio is better than most people on here, and that's with me having a bunch of fucking issues today, and I'm like, turn that off, boost that up, turn that down, like, just messing with stuff. You know, I mean, it wasn't sounding like a scam, it was more just sounding kind of shitty, you know? And just like, that doesn't seem like the best route for me to go about this, so I replied to them, gave them the information of like, hey, this is my thoughts on this. If you give me more information and an explanation as to why this is the case, cool. If not, I'm just not going to reply to it. So I've got like 2 shitty lamps with dollar store, like, LED bulbs. I got a light strip I got from the dollar store. Cool. $20 foam I got from someone on, like, �K𝐾𝐨, which is Canadian Craigslist, right? A cheap-ass microphone. The webcam I'm borrowing from somebody. A floodlight that I got from a Goodwill, like a thrift store, and I got daylight bulbs in it, and those cost me like $20, but I got a bunch of them, so they're going to be used for multiple stuff. And my boom arm is like $5. Like, the thing's already starting to and starting to break, so might need to get another one. But yeah, I was like, I do everything cheaper, like, free. Why would I do it that way? Also, why is it getting so fucking warm? That is weird. I'm like starting to sweat, and I don't normally sweat. Heat doesn't bother me. That's my foam wall. You can kind of see up here. There's like a light in the back now instead of it just being completely dark. Yeah, there's the wall's starting to fall down. But like, I got a few more days before I get the other room. If the wall falls down more, just means it's easier for me to take down later when I have to take it down. So I'm not gonna try and fix it and bring it back up. I'm gonna have to take it back down in a few days. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Holy shit. Why is it so warm in here? What is generating that much heat? I have no idea. Like, it might seem like there's a lot going on, but these are LED bulbs. That's not warm. That's not warm. I mean, the lava lamp is probably warm, but no, it's not even warm yet. That's not warm. I don't know. Something fire. What kind of stuff? Yeah, so it was a neat little. Oh, I didn't put on my shoes. I know I put on shoes so I can bounce around. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I was like, that was an interesting little business email I got earlier. I was like, if it works out, it works out. See, now that's what's confusing for me. My room is always freezing. Like, this water bottle normally has ice in it. Mind you, it was also winter. But if I just put the water bottle on the floor, it just has ice in it. And that's how I would keep stuff cold. I would just put stuff on my floor. It's as cold as the fridge, so. Hey, what's up, 𝐂𝐡𝐚? What's up, baby? Aw, you're a baby now? Oh, heart. Ooh. Ooh. What you up to, girl? So squeaky doors. I don't know if you guys were able to hear that. That watering has more. What? That watering has more water than I drink in a day. It's only a gallon. I drink like 2 of those a day. Working? No. Working on what? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Jug? Yeah, I mean, it's only a gallon. It's only 8 pounds when it's full. Also, what? What's stream chart? How you doing? Can't type? Don't worry about it. If you can't type, it's also because I can't speak, so it works out just fine. Is that a shh? It totally is a shh. Alright, I'm gonna hop into the streaming channel in my Discord just in case any of my buddies feel like joining me, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Whoa. This guy's some mad hiccups. Holy. That's okay. Just slowly dying, don't worry about it. Oh man, my mic is definitely picking up something. I get to fix that on Discord. Alright, that should be better. I got a sniffly nose now. God damn it. How do I have like a sniffly nose as if I'm cold, but then the room is also getting hot? Am I just dying? Did I catch something? Is this the development of something I should be concerned about? Anyone know medical stuff? Because I don't. I just exist, and I hopefully just don't die. But yeah, so as I was saying earlier with like the other room, the desk. So hopefully I can cut the one down, so it fits perfect. But if we think it's too much effort to cut that, we're probably going to take the door and cut it down. So that's going to be a hell of a lot more work, even though it's technically less work. It's a much heavier door than the desk. The door itself is like probably around like 80 something pounds. The desk is like maybe 40, so it's like a bit of a difference. And then I still have to put legs on the desk, and it would still need to like sand it down, paint it, make it look good. So we're probably just gonna use it as like a workbench. When your nose leaks just water, it's excess cerebral fluid that your head jumps to relieve pressure. That would imply that I have a brain to be worried about, though, and I don't think I do. Yeah, I'm pretty. I still can't believe that I spent an extra like 3.5 hours just trying to do barrier skip yesterday. Like, I streamed till almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, oh, you agree with that? Oh man. Yeah, I streamed until almost like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, holy shit, like, I'm dying. I was just like, I'm done. I just need to go. And then I was chilling in Maddie's stream for a while, and I was like, oh. Apparently, people believed that I was actually a corpse. Like, what? My voice doesn't sound anything like this. Like, if I drop it, then yeah. But right now, it's really nasally because my nose is doing a thing, which feels weird. It's got like 3 sandwiches in me, and like a bunch of beer. So I'm like, now I'm eating cookie and muffin. I was like, oh, I even took a nap. I took a nap from like 8 till 10. I was still tired as all. Because I didn't really sleep last night, or this morning, I guess. Hey, man, what's up? You gotta figure this Twitch thing out? What you mean? What you gotta figure out with it? What are you trying to figure out? I mean, I used to like manage a team of over 50 different content creators across various different platforms, from like everything from like Chatterbait to Instagram to like Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, you know, like a bunch of different things. So the verification, it should just be through your email. That'd be my guess, or just use the wrong email or something. My room faces east, so it's hot in the morning and cooler in the afternoon. Well, let's not do that, though. I'm just underground. What are you meowing about, man? Come around. What's up? You wanna be on camera? is the tiny Ewok. Say hello. Around. Come on. Wiggle your butt until you talk. She's just like having an existential crisis. Don't touch my cookie. I'll beat you up. We'll fight you. Do not touch. Don't touch the muffin either. She's like, oh, fine. Alright. Cat cam? I did have that at one point. I think it was like last week. Yeah, it was last week because I didn't do the IRL stream on Tuesday because I wasn't feeling good. Because I moved like over 4,000 pounds of shit the day before with my brothers. But no, I just took my webcam and set it down on my desk and it was just pointing at her. Alright. Cat, yeah. I got this fucking sniffles. Holy shit. I also didn't... Oh shit, my bot is in there. Oh, my desktop is muted anyways. I'm getting a bunch of like fucking messages. Holy shit. There we go. Now my bot's running. Or my bot account is watching the stream so I can see if anything happens. But that's it. Your cat fur looks like it's marshmallow with burn marks. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, her name's Noella. She's a Persian Himalayan. She's like 12 or 13 years old. Yeah, she's a cutie. She's very dumb. Incredibly smart, but very dumb. Like, she knows how to do a whole bunch of stuff. I've trained her really well. But sometimes she'll just stare at a wall window. My face isn't quite flat enough. And just dives headfirst into it. And it's like, okay, have fun, little Ewok. Do what you gotta do. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream the whole 3 hours today. So we stand in. I stand every IRL stream. Always. It gets me up off my ass. As I was just saying, I don't know if I can stand for too long. Because I only just woke up. And then she's like, alright, I gotta start working on shit. Or actually, I replied to that business email. And then I was like, I gotta start doing shit. And then, like, I feel like shit. So I was debating canceling stream tonight, but I'm like, no, I can't. I just can't cancel stream. Like, I gotta keep streaming. So I love her cat. She's cute. She is pretty cute. She's very dumb, but she's pretty cute. Homie. Homie what? What are you saying homie for, you? But no, like, I don't know if I can stream the whole 3 hours tonight. I'm probably just gonna go until I'm just feeling, like, worse than I am right now. And then I'll be like, alright, calling it. I need to go. Like, I need to go lay down. Like, it's one of those days. Dog knows what stuff is, but he will purposely not listen. Sounds like you got a really poorly trained dog. Just train your dog and it'll listen. Simple as that. Dogs are super easy to train too. It's just a reward system for them. Cats, usually, like, they prefer, like, getting, like, praise and, like, pet and stuff like that. Or, like, extra food. But they don't want, like, treats and stuff. Most cats don't like treats. If you train a cat with treats, like, it works, but cats are smart enough to know that if you don't have treats near you, they don't need to do the thing because they aren't getting a treat. Whereas dogs, they just expect there's always treats nearby because they don't understand this. They don't have situational awareness usually. Some do, but most don't. I'm, like, so tempted to just go grab a fan. Then get a breed that is a pain to train, plus I'm not very good at it. Well, that's on you then. Holy shit! Yeah, I'm feeling like garbage today. Oh, even with the energy drink, that does not help. Hey, how's it going, Pokey? How you doing today? I wonder if Nacho would want to join us tonight. We can message him. You guys want me to get Nacho? Get like 2 good voices to listen to. Good, you. I feel like garbage right now. But I was like, I'm not canceling stream again. I canceled Tuesday's stream. I can't cancel Thursdays. So I decided to look kind of pretty-ish. And then I was like, let's just get to it. Yeah, I am really fucking overheating. I don't know how or why, but chances are I'm probably like catching something or coming down to something. That's probably what it is. Oh, well. I can considered ever just, let's do that instead. Just, get gooder. Stop being all that not too great. Let's get gooder. We got the big brain pills. What's in the big brain pills? Alright. If you guys are feeling overheated or anything, or you feel like you got sniffles, or you might be getting kind of sick, alright. If anyone knows any medical stuff, let's read off what's in these big brain pills. Alright, we'll see if this helps. Vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, folate, biotin, B5, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium, molybdenum, potassium, choline, I don't know. And then just proprietary blend. Any of that gonna help me? Hey, sorry I'm late. I had computer troubles. Dude, why do you always say you're late? You're not late. You're here when you get here. It's a community thing. You get here as you arrive. It's not like, be here by 11 o'clock, otherwise you're not allowed in. No, man. It's like a party. Come join whatever. Big brain. Yeah, they're literally called big brain. They're like hypervitamins. No such thing as like, yeah, exactly. You just kind of show up when you're here. Oh, yeah, I feel like I'm probably getting sick or something. That's gotta be what this is. Because I never get sick, and I haven't gotten sick in, I get sick like once every couple of years, and I haven't been sick for like 3 years, so. By the way, I don't know if you're wondering, but the tag is pronounced as if it were, Wazowski. Manowski. Okay. Well, now I know. And I'll remember it because you said it like that. Alright. It's like a schedule you come when you lost. Yeah, just do what you want. Just show up when you're here. That's just how it be. Ain't nobody gonna get grumpy with you. I'll sit there and be like, Vex, thank you for being here. I love you. Reznov, holy shit, you're actually here. Hey, the link to your Twitch on your YouTube channel doesn't. Pretty sure you're incorrect. Worked just fine for me. Not on the channel, but on the stream description. Now we gotta do it again. It's kind of odd because that one's written in plain text, but it comes up as if it's not written in plain text. That's really weird. I'll have to fix that afterwards. Thank you for letting me know. Even though it's written in plain text, everything else isn't written in plain text, but all the links are, so that's really weird. But kind of weird that it's like that, though. Probably all my links are like that, then. Holy shit, I am like fucking... My body is overheating so much, which sounds like, hey, he's catching a bit of fever. My body's already at a constant state of fever. It's going higher than that. So, yes, it's weird, but yeah, usually stop by and lurk some. Oh, okay, so that's why I haven't talked to you, just stop by and lurk. Even though I haven't seen you in how fucking long? Yo, it's because I'm here? Okay. No, I'm honestly feeling like shit. I was gonna skip stream. I was gonna be like, I'm not feeling good, and just not stream, but I need to stream. I gotta stream. You know, I gotta somehow make some money. Your boy be broke. We only made $5 yesterday. Or was that the day before? Oh, no, I didn't stream the day before. It must have been Monday then. Whatever. Yeah, that was Monday. So I was like, man, I gotta pay a bit more money because I gotta fucking make up for $450 that we made left. She was like, hey, I'm moving out in 2 weeks. And I was like, are you fucking stupid? You have to give 60 days. Yeah, that's great. I'm out in 2 weeks. You realize that we just had to pay $800 that we didn't have, right? And now you're making us pay an extra $450? Not my problem. Well, you're kind of a bitch. Alright, cool. Thanks. Take your shit and get out. So, we're, trying to make them. So I have to stream even when I feel like shit. I should just, you know what I should do? I should stream from my laptop, and then I'll just lay down in bed and we'll have a sleep stream. Should we do a sleep stream? Would you guys be down for that? Just, I'm poor, need money, and just have it as a banner above me on my bed. No. That'd be funny as hell. Oh man, comfy stream, bro, baby. I'm so tempted to just grab a fan right now because I'm starting to overheat. Cause like my body already is like 2 degrees higher than it's supposed to, so it's like great 2 or 3 degrees. I think I don't know. Would I have to mod the whole thing? I would have to like talk that over with my mods. Yeah, like I need to get all of my mods involved in that just to figure out who would be live or be able to moderate while I'm gone the whole time. So, I mean, they can still just do whatever the fuck they want, but I'll probably just do what Ludwig did and just like put videos on screen while I'm sitting. That works out. Do it. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about a sleep stream. Not until I end up getting the other room. Okay. Because that room would be soundproof for that. So that's just whatever. It won't matter if I'm sleeping. He was making note. He was asleep. Why can't I? Just keep the stream going. At 20 seconds every sub. No. Wait, we don't even have subs. Every $5. No. No, it'd be like every $1 or some shit. That'd make it easier. Easy fundraiser. There we go. We got a plan. Just start that on my birthday and see how long my birthday already lasts, you know? Stream for a week. Yeah, Mom, Dad, I can't help with anything this week. Why? Someone decided to donate over $1,000, so I'm now streaming for 1,000 more minutes. That's a lot more minutes. No. Oh, look, another 1,000. Oh, shit. Oh. Longest birthday party ever. No. Just keeps on going and going and going. It's a neat concept, though, the way he did that. Like, it was... He made good money with that. Like, really good money. Like, I'm almost certain that he probably made like a few $100,000 just from that stream. Mind you, he went for like 3 weeks straight, so... Doesn't surprise me in the least. Is he still doing that stream, actually? I don't remember. So I'm pretty sure he's... Like, he did like 3 weeks, I don't know if it's still going. Is anyone able to check that and see what's going on with the big jug of water? It's only a gallon. Drink like 2 of those a day. So, I'm almost tempted to take off my socks and see if like standing on the cold floor with my like dirt, like just flat out, just feet, not even like socks, would be better to try and cool my body a bit. Why not use that for yourself? That's what I've been doing. Been drinking it. Oh, man. I think I might just go and have a shower and go back to bed after this. Maybe just take a bath. Just take a cold bath or something. See if that helps. I haven't had a bath in not how long. I've taken showers, but I don't remember the last time I just laid down and relaxed in the bath. So I might do that. Grab a little bit of the shampoo, make it into a bubble bath. Pretty cool, man. I can have a bubble bath. When was the last time you had a bubble bath, Pokey? You reminded me of a meme. What meme? Oh man, I get to be a meme. Holy shit, I'm trying to be higher energy than I can actually put forth. I can't recall. Damn it. You have failed me, Boki. Oh, and it was really weird. I woke up this morning. Oh, shit. Hey, Arctic, how's it going, buddy? So, I'd woken up this morning, and I couldn't hear out of my left ear. And my right ear was very muffled. And I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. Because I rely on my hearing more than my vision. Everyone is like vision, hearing, then sense of smell, right? Those are your primary three, right? That's in that order, you know, vision, hearing, smell. Me, it's hearing, smell, vision, because I don't use my eyes that much. And I was just like, it's like walking around with one eye closed and the other one squinted, you know, like really closed, like that, or not like closed, but like, you know, you can barely see. That's how it felt, right? Because everything is disorienting for me because I rely on my hearing. I hear everything around me rather than because I walk around with my eyes closed sometimes just because I can. And because at nighttime, I know where everything is and I can just hear where everything is kind of thing. It's also why I wear my chains, you know, because they jingle and then I can hear stuff around. So I can hear everything as it kind of comes around. It's not like echolocation. It's more of you can hear it come back. Sort of like when you're you can tell the difference when you're in a large room and things echo, and when you're in a small room, things are okay, that there's a wall right next to me because I hear it's just coming right back. It's something like that. So, but it's just kind of very blurry 360 vision kind of idea. I get a rough estimate of where everything is. So, not being able to do that, I was like, this sucks. I was literally walking and I was like, what the fuck? Because my hearing was my main thing, so I was just walking around with my eyes closed pretty much. That didn't go away until almost 3 o'clock. And I was like, oh.
Why are you giving me money?
Get better, man.
Thank you, Resnab. You didn't need to do that, dude. I do appreciate it though. He got his tier 1 sub in. Is it the hormone demonis going bubble bath? I got a hormone demonis. It's in bubble bath. I don't know. How am I supposed to take that? Kitsune, what the fuck? I can hear music from my neighbor's house usually, and I don't like the music most of the time. They just blast louder, shittier music at me, and they'll stop. I remember I had this one neighbor. They were playing incredibly shitty country music the first day that they moved into the apartment next to me. Yeah, I wasn't gonna settle for that, so I took my amp for my guitar, threw my adapter for my headphones and whatnot, because it's an auxiliary adapter, so I can plug right into the amp, and plug that in, and I just fucking blasted Kid Rock right into the fucking wall, or right up against it as loud as it would go. Just boom. You want to hear something country? There's your country. If not, shut the fuck up. Right? They didn't play their music that loud again after that. Because then I started playing stupider shit after that. Or is it Murdoch from Gorillaz going, the bath? It's going great, got a large milkshake, and I'm lounging in bed. What about you? I feel like hot fucking garbage today. But I got some shit done, and I'm feeling like death. But I'm here, still streaming, doing my best, you know, trying to be entertaining even so slightly. That's why I decided that today was Eboy and chill. You know, because we can chill. Adapt, how to be tough with one. I mean, hers is a lot different. Hers is she can see through her feet, because she sees through the vibrations of everything around her. But I'm asking Loki about the moon. Okay. Bathwater Girl. Oh, Belle Delphine? Man, she's a marketing genius. I would love to just sit down and have a conversation with her about the ideas that she has for things. Because she just thinks of something and goes, I'm gonna do that, and then does it. That was why she disappeared for a year. Because she was just I'm done with the whole internet thing right now. And she was what I want to do? I think she was just started working making plants or growing plants or some shit. I don't remember exactly what it was. But she just hyper focuses in on something, and then once she's bored of it, she just stops. And that was why she was gone for so long, because she just got bored, and then she just started doing other shit. And then she came back, she's do the OnlyFans thing. I was okay. And she did that. It worked out pretty well. Oh no. Accurate? What? I mean, maybe would it be? I don't know if I want to sell my bathwater, because I don't think anyone would want that, but okay. I gave my my one friend, she wanted to, she's like, I need to make money somehow. I was like, just sell feet pics. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it's super easy. And she was like, but I just like gave her like the whole marketing strategy on how to sell feet pics. And she's like, no. And I was like, you don't have to show your face or use your name, just feet pics. If they want custom stuff, like certain, you want your toenails painted a certain color, or like your certain scenery, like going to the beach or something like that, they pay extra. Do some shit for free, and then do like the sexier shit on like an OnlyFans account. Simple as that. And she was like, it's easy money, dude. Like, and you're not even selling nudes, it's your feet. Trash wants feet pics confirmed. I don't want feet pics. I was telling her how to sell feet pics. It's easy money. I have feet. I'll just look at my own feet. Like, damn, look at those hotter toes. Nice. Yeah. Trash sells feet pics confirmed. If I sold feet pics, I wouldn't be broke. Well, actually, I probably would be. No one would buy that. Absolutely nobody would buy that. To be honest, he do what he must. Well, that's actually what I'm probably gonna end up doing. Once I get in that room and have everything all set up, probably gonna get back into doing like the adult camming and shit like I did before. Gotta make money, and it's easy money. I know how to market myself now, so if anyone's interested in that, facts, you know, you might be able to see stuff. Manscaped. I think I got it. Well, looks like you're back. Oh, I got chest plates. Let me take up our play. You kids nice and they're like, Trash is going back to doing prawn. So, yeah, probably. Well, my problem is, the ID I've got right now, it still works on the website I used to stream on, but since my my hub account never got verified before they kind of enforced that, I can't post anything on there. So I was like, well, shit. So I need to, rather than posting stuff on there anyways, I think I'm just gonna like wait until I get like ID again, because everything has been closed down. We're back in lockdown, so I'm like, I can't even go and get ID if I want. I haven't been able to for like over a year now, so it's like, hopefully I don't need to go to the hospital because I don't got my health card or my driver's license. So it's like, great. But I need to figure out what I need for my driver's license again, and then I'll just go and re-get my driver's license because, you know, whatever. And then use that as ID to be able to get my health card again. That way, if I ever need it, I've got it. You know, yay. What is that little... Is that a raptor? I don't know what that is. It's hard to see it from here. It kind of looks like a gun. It kind of looks like the raptor one from Twitch. I don't remember what it is. Kind of looks like a hog from Twitch, but not. I don't. I'm really hoping that drinking enough water is going to keep me going and keep like my body temperature down. But I can feel myself become like a heater dog. This whole room is starting to get warm. Like, really fucking warm. And the heat doesn't normally bother me. That means that it's coming from me. My body temperature go like... Probably melt somebody if they touch me. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna check the message that I got. So I'm pretty sure it's important. There we go. Just making sure I reply to some of the messages I'm getting, because I'm replying to the microphone thing that I was talking about earlier, like the network, whatever that is, and like the video they want me to do for a review. And I'm talking with a few other different companies about reaching out to me and whatnot. By the way, if you guys have any ideas for flavors for like Swift Lifestyles, send them my way. Because currently talking with them right now about some possible new ones and like names for them and shit. So, maybe an idea. Maybe we'll get a trash one. Alright, so just making sure that I'm replying to these. It would really bite to not be playing any business stuff. Yeah, I don't care about a random. You're dating network, social thingy. You got a message from a random person. Okay, I'll check it anyways. Just have it on my phone because I do. If I had a water jug like that, I'd try to make ice cream in it. It's from the dollar store, man. You might have one. I just got it at a Dollarama. It was like $2, so I got 2 of them. One for me and one for my one roommate. Right. Let's see what other companies have messaged me now. The joys of being like really good at like networking, but also like being small. Nope. No one else. Alright, so just the ones I was already talking to. Cool. Make sure my phone stays charged because it was like dead all day. Oh god, I'm dying. Yeah, I probably caught a cold. Chances are I caught a fucking cold. Which is kind of funny that it's finally warm out and that's when I catch a cold. Not that you catch a cold because of it being cold, but still. Means I gotta drink more alcohol and probably more orange juice. Probably more orange juice. But hey, if I think I'm getting sick, that's when we take these. How much is the vitamin C in this? 139% of my daily intake. And how many am I supposed to take? 2 capsules? Alright, let's do that. This will also help me focus a bit. And every time I've taken them, they do. So let's do it. Alright. Now, I'm not the best at taking pills, so I've taken one at a time. But they're well, I mean they're supplements, right? So I've never been good at like taking any type of like pill or swallowing some whole. Now this is like a mouthful of food I can just swallow it. It's weird. Alright, so if I'm getting sick, in theory, that should help. Like a lot. Because if I'm taking 139% of my daily intake of vitamin C, 93% of my daily intake of vitamin E, 250% of B1, 131% of B2, 78% of B3, 706% of B6, 240% of B5. I think that should probably help. Like, I mean, there's also like 14% of my daily intake of vitamin A in this as well, but whatever. There's a decent amount of stuff in this that, it's helpful. So, 91% of my daily intake is zinc. It's 91% of selenium. So, I think that'll help. Though mostly what I use those for is to avoid getting sick. They also help you with focusing. They also stop you from getting sick. Because they're just like hyper vitamins. If only I've gotten pretty good at taking handfuls of meds. Yeah, I just can't. I don't normally take anything like pills or I don't even take like Tylenol or anything like that. Like I don't want to need to rely on something like that. I'd rather just deal with it, suffer through whatever the fuck is bothering me. So very rarely do I take anything, and these are one of the only things I take, just because they help you focus for one. So if I'm ever gaming, it actually really fucking helps. Like, it sounds stupid, but like they actually really fucking help. And then like if I'm like getting sick, obviously I'll take like a vitamin C tablet or whatever. But this is so much better than a vitamin C tablet. So no shit with pills. Yeah, like I'm not sure if you guys saw that. I had to like put water in my mouth, throw it into my mouth, put the water back to the front, and then swallow back. It's super stupid, but that's how I take any from a pill or like supplement or anything like that. That's why I like the chewable vitamins, but these aren't really chewable. It tastes like shit. Look at that. I mean, powder tastes good, provided that it's actually mixed. Otherwise, it's just kind of. It's like just chewing powder. It's powder. I had to get better to take my meds. Yeah. So yeah, that's why that's why I don't go back to the doctor anymore. Like, I don't want to go on any form of medication. I know they'll tell me like, oh, you gotta take this for your heart. You should take this for your nerve damage, and then you should take this for all your pain. And it's just like, give me a beer, like, just a beer and a dart. Like it just solves the problem. You just don't feel it. You don't think about it. You're like, all right, good night. Dart's very, very mild painkiller, and it works. Every other painkiller I've used never fucking works. But smoking, sounds stupid and shitty, it helps. It works, right? But, I mean, I want to quit. I don't really like it. But, like, my heart problems are going to kill me before the cancer does, so... You asked me a cancer stick. My camera is getting all winky. If it gets too bad, let me know. It looks like it's kind of like pixelating, but it's I just don't take nothing for anything going on, because I just don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna be on like 1,000 things, and like I don't want to wake up every day and have to look at a pill to make my way through my day. No, I'll just adapt the way I am right now. I'm surviving right now. Why do I need more? You know, like just keep dealing with it, and then you get used to it, and then you just another day in the week. You're like, I ain't dead. I'm alive. I might hate today, but I'm alive. But that's how my life is mostly good. There's a lot of this, like, I was talking with my mom earlier, actually. So my mom has fibromyalgia, and, you know, the weather changes, you know. If you've broken bones, or if you're like, you've got like really bad chronic pain, the weather really does affect your body, right? Fibro did that to me. Well, I've already had enough fucking injuries. My dad's had enough injuries that when the weather changes, we can tell it's gonna rain like an hour before it's actually gonna rain. And my mom's like that. And her mother's like, oh, I'm sore today. I was just like, yep, welcome to my life. And she's like, well, I've been dealing with this for years. I was like, yeah, I've been dealing with it for about 12 years. And she was like, that's about when mine started. I was like, yeah, the difference is, yours started in your adulthood. I started in my childhood. I didn't really get the whole child thing of not being in pain. You did. But, you know, it's not a competition. Both fucking sucks that we're both in pain. But, I mean, it's life, right? But it was funny because she's like, and I'm like, look in my life every single day. And I still have to do shit. The difference is you take shit for yours. I don't. I just deal with it. 6-shooter, and 1 bullet will pass it around and someone is cured. Honestly, though, right? Just wait until the roulette chooses you. Time to not be in pain anymore. No, in our luck, we actually just picked a fucking 22 and it just ricocheted around inside, but it didn't knock you out. And you're like, they heard you do the rest of your fucking life. Oh, man. Alright, so. Now what do you guys want to talk about? I'm trying to keep myself distracted from the fact that I really want to just fall over and fall asleep right now. Like, I could just fall over on the ground right now and just sleep. Because my body's not in happy times. It's you know, I'm gonna message Nacho if he's online. We're gonna see if he wants to join us. Ketter's online too. And Nacho's not. We'll see if Ketter is available. Because if he's available, then we got a whole of joints. I just don't know if he's actually free or not. Because I know he's been super stressed with life going on right now. He's been super busy. You had a chance to play any Cold War. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You need to elaborate a little bit more on that. I'm not a very smart person. It's hard for me to put things together. Call of Duty? Oh. If you had a chance to play any Call of Duty war, is that the question? I can't recall the last time I played Call of Duty. I think I was probably in high school. Well, no. I did play MW2 on my Xbox 360 a few years back. Like in the second apartment. That's more than a few years back. Holy shit, I moved 3 times since then. So, 2017, I think that was the last time I played Call of Duty. It was Modern Warfare 2, so I don't know. I don't really play a lot of video games anymore. Like, it's a lot of, mostly I just play for stream, honestly. It's the only time I really play video games. Like, sometimes I'll sit down, I'll play, like, Forza for a little while, just because I can zone out and pretend I'm actually driving without actually driving. But that's about it. I was doing some Halo achievement hunting for a while, and I think I've got, like, 500 something, but I'll check right now. Yeah, I've got 567 out of 700 achievements on Halo the Master Chief Collection. And none of those are multiplayer. Or at least very, very few of those are multiplayer. I have like no time in multiplayer in Halo. Because I just don't play the multiplayer. That's why we're thinking of making like a weekly event in the Discord server where we just sit down and we'll play Halo like custom games or like Forge World or something. I think it'd be fun to just have one day where we just kind of fuck around doing that. New Zombies mode is amazing. I wouldn't know. I haven't played any Call of Duty in so long. I tried to download Warzone, and it didn't work on my computer. So I was like, okay, just uninstalled it. I was like, fuck it. Not a big deal. What is that? I just had like a week. Oh, I'm all pixely. I have to disable my snap team and restart it so it looks good. Okay, one sec. Alright, there we go. Now we're not super pixely. I just had to like go into the settings and exit out of it, restart it, change a thing, then made it work again. Okay. Gotta try and keep my body temperature cooled down too. Oh my god. Just alternating between each drink. I gotta get water, but it's not cold anymore. Energy drink cold, but not really the best thing if you're not feeling great. It's like, yeah, I have enough energy to die. But what about the new zombie mode is what makes it so amazing. Like, is it different than the previous ones? Or? Is it like new weapons or something? Because like, I just remember playing World at War, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2. Those are the last time I played any like zombie. Oh no, I think I might have played Black Ops 3. I don't know, the last one I remember playing was... There was like a bus, and you go spot to spot, and you're able to make like a weird shield thing at one of them. There's another one where you're like at like a house kind of spot, and then it goes all the way around. You start off in like a gas station, I guess, or something. I don't remember. I remember going through like a tunnel at one point. So really love the free roam. There's free roam in some, isn't it? So is that kind of similar to the thing I was just saying? Because I remember that like being really hard trying to run spot to spot, because like there was one plot where like through that tunnel you could run, right? And we would always have so many issues doing that because you'd always get swarmed. So wish you could play the new Monster Hunter with us. I need a Switch. I've never even played Monster Hunter before. It looks so fucking cool. I've just never been able to play it. Like, that is my kind of game. Sit down and grind battling giant fucking monsters. Hell yeah. That was the main thing I liked about Q**spell. I wanted to be like #1 at Q**spell as the PvE, right? Because I didn't give a shit about player versus player. That's never been my thing. I like story elements and I like battling like giant monsters and shit, right? Like I like just battling like waves of enemies or just like whatever, right? I don't really like the whole like play against other players because I'm not normally better than other players because I don't got the time to dedicate to that. But I'm better against like random robots and AI and shit because I can memorize how those move, right? And then I know how to battle them. So I was like, that was what I liked about Q**spell. I went and battled a giant fucking, there's a giant dragon or there's like a rock golem. Or there was like these like random like dude like the ghost kind of guy. And then they just like stopped focusing on the PvE, and it's like, bro, you literally made anime the video game, and you fucked it up. It was so good. I played in the beta, and it was so good, and now it's shit. So I was like, alright, so I stopped playing that. But I used to play it all the fucking time. Like, to the point that, like, I'm the reason that the game got patched at one point, because I made an infinite combo that you could not get out of. And, yeah, that was like my most viewed clip for a while before like I deleted all my clips and everything because that whole like DMCA thing everyone was worried about. Yeah, my #1 viewed clip was that clip because it had like hundreds of fucking views because like someone found it and then they showed it to the Q**spell people. They're like, we gotta patch that. I was like, I can't get touched now. I hit you once and you're dead. So, and then they like completely nerfed like the blazing fists. So I was like, shit. Dude, there's kaiju battles, like they fight each other. Well, they've always fought each other, haven't they? I'm pretty sure that the monsters have always fought each other in the games. Transit is what you were talking about, which was awesome, by the way. Yeah, that was the last one I remember playing. And that was a very, very long time ago. Like, I remember sitting down, I had one of those X-Rocker... Gotta try that sentence again. One of those X-Rocker gaming chairs. They had, like, the subwoofer in the back, the speakers on the sides, and you had, like, the little volume knobs and everything on the side of it. Mine wasn't one of the really fancy ones. It was one that just sat on the ground and kind of like, and it was great. I loved it. Right? I got it. I traded it for a longbow that I also had traded. Like I was one of those kids that would go on like on Facebook groups and then would sell something and then trade something else and just kind of like it was like the red paperclip kind of idea. I was one of those guys that just like always got something else right all the time. And I got an X-Rocker gaming chair for some country kid, and he got a bow from some city kid. So I was like, works out beautifully. I don't got a use for this. He's like, I don't got a use for this. And I was like, all right, cool, here you go. So that was awesome. And I would just sit there, and I'd have my laptop on my lap, and I'd have my phone sitting like under my thigh, almost like on the chair still, and I'd have music playing through. Have it coming through the speakers of my laptop. I'd be on like MSN, right, and Facebook at the time, and Tumblr, right, and I'd have them all up on the one screen, right, and music's playing through it, and I've got the video game in front of me, and it's blasting the sound out behind me and on the sides. And I was like, this is awesome. Check my phone. I was able to do so much all at the same time. And now, you want me to try and read a conversation while listening to music? I can't even do that. I'm like, alright, I've got to turn this music down. Like, I can't reply to this text. Music's too loud. Like, I had one too in Oxford. It stopped working. Yeah, mine stopped because my brother decided that they wanted to, like, lean, because it was a rocker, right? You have to make sure the cord is off to the side because it's on the ground. And they just ripped it right out, and they, like, it bent all of the board. And I was like, alright. And it was a comfy chair for a while, and I had it even in like my first apartment. But when I got into my second apartment, I had no real use for it. And my nephew, like he ended up having his own room at my place because my older brother moved in with me, right? So I just turned my office into a bedroom, and then him and his girlfriend had their own room, and then little dude had his own bedroom, right? So I just gave him the chair. I was like, it does, the speakers on it don't work. I'm sure it's fixable. I'm sure if he still has it, I can fix it right now. I just don't think I want it because, well, he's a 10-year-old, and 10-year-olds are not clean at all. So the thing's probably disgusting. So I don't think it'd be worth trying to fix. I'd rather just like buy a new or find one for cheap. BRB, but I'll be right back. Alright, well that's usually what BRB means. That is exactly what BRB means actually, is be right back. But okay, Vex, love you girl. I'll see you when you're back. But yeah, it's a it was a good chair though. I really like that chair. My cat used to sleep on that chair all the time. So kind of miss having one of those. That was fun. I got no real use for it, but or anywhere to put it, but it'll be cool. One of the ones that actually is like elevated though, so you don't have to like sit your ass on the ground. It's actually like a normal chair. That'd be cool. May have one of those like set up something. That'd be dope. Now think about what I mean. You guys make me want to like get shit now. I can't get shit. What the fuck? Oh, I was so confused. I just glanced over at Halo because I have it on the monitor. I just brought up Steam to read out my achievements a little bit ago, and it was like season 6, and I was like, "What the fuck is that armor?" I have no idea what the hell that is. Okay, slowly trying to get my body temperature down. It's starting to work, just a little bit. That's because I keep putting fluids in, hoping for the best. No, I remember playing like Call of Duty in that chair though. Oh man, that was so cool. Cause like when you get shot, you felt it through the whole chair. Cause it was like boom, and I was like, what the hell? It was awesome. Like that was. It's really making me wish I was still like a young teenager. Cause that was the shit. Man. I miss being able to just sit down and play video games all day. I mean, what am I literally saying? I play video games for a living. I'm just not good at them anymore. Like, what the I wish I could sit down and play video games all day. You literally could. That's all you actually do. You got a point. I wish I was good at video games that I played. Now I'm just like, I'm on par. That's about it. Like, I'm nothing special when it comes to gaming. Like, I'm alright. Like, I can outthink some people in some games, and I'm really good at others, but, yeah. I'm really quick to learn things, that's what it is. Like, last night when we were doing, Wind Waker, I learned how to do barrier skip. As someone who's never done any of the glitches in Wind Waker before. You know, like, I would like to think that I'm pretty good at that. You know, like, I landed it, 7 times in 3.5 hours? Most of it was just learning how to even do the ESS. I used to be a baller with dual blades in Monster Hunter now. I'm alright. Yeah. Get to save point on Zelda. So I did save. But I ended up giving up because once we got past that barrier, we couldn't get across the gap afterwards. We could have skipped half the game almost, but nope. So I think just next Wednesday, we're just gonna play the game normal. I learned how to do barrier skip. I learned how to do item slides. Now we can actually do those if we feel like it. But it's yeah, we're just gonna play through the game normal and just use the timer again. It would have been neat to have done it, but it's not really worth it. It was just more of like, I wanted to see if I could. That was what was more important. Just to see if I could learn something new, right? So that's what we did. We spent 3.5 hours on it. It was entertaining. I made some friends. Met some new people, got some new followers. You know, it was a good night. We all just kind of like hung out and chilled. because I try and keep like every one of my streams completely different. Oh god, these hiccups are gonna fucking kill me. Any of the new people that are here, I have heart problems, and hiccups are like getting booted in the chest from the inside out for me. Normally my body just has one hiccup and it's done. But whatever. I don't feel like really dying today. Do you play any Pokemon games? I do actually. I prefer like the older ones, like or like hacked ROMs or something like that. Like I like playing like hacked versions, just because I like having like more of a challenge. Like I like playing well, second gen is my favorite. I like the way the sprites work in that and how they look and everything, and I like that there was pretty much double the game. Third gen is fun too, and I would play X and Y again, but yeah. So it doesn't don't want to keep running. That's bad. But I don't like 4th gen. I despise 5th. Sun and Moon I could not touch. I tried. I really tried. They were not fun. I haven't played the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I haven't played Sword and Shield, but no, I play older stuff mostly. But I was more of a Digimon kid, Like I always liked Digimon more because my thought process was, okay, yeah, I got this little lizard, and he becomes a bigger lizard, and then into a bigger lizard. Cool. But in Digimon, I get this little lizard, and becomes a bigger lizard. It becomes a bigger lizard with guns, and then he becomes a muscle-bound lizard with lots of guns and armor, and then he can mash together with the robot wolf and become this angel-like guy with a gun and a sword. That is so much cooler. And then also Angelomon. So that was enough said for that one. I was more into Digimon as a kid. Welcome back, Loki. Okay, who's your favorite Digimon? My favorite Digimon is probably Omnimon or Omegamon, depending on if you like English or Japanese. I guess if I were to go for like a starter, I kind of really like Vmon. I like Vmon as a starter. I think he's pretty cool. Just because like the egg evolutions, like Flamedramon was really awesome. My brain cannot remember the name of the dog form that he can take, where it's like black and it's the electric one, it's super fast. Why can I not? Is it Paledramon? No, Paledramon's something else entirely. Imperial Dramon is Guillemon evolution. I think. I don't know, Galantmon was pretty cool too. That was like a 4th evolution for Guillemon. Mine's Patamon because I'm basic as fuck and I desire my flying hamster. I mean, your flying hamster also becomes a handsome angel. So, I get it. I was at a hot spring and by some insane luck picked Fire Red up off the ground. So there's probably some sad kid somewhere that you just picked up his Pokemon game. And now he's gonna sit there and cry for the rest of his life, wondering what happened to that video game. I remember playing the 3rd gen. Like, I don't remember how my brother and I'm pretty sure my brother and I discovered in 2nd gen how to clone Pokemon on accident. And then we were like, what did we do? And we trial and errored until we finally figured out how to like clone Pokemon in Gen 2. And then I remember learning how to clone in Gen 3 from, I was in 4th grade. And we went to some weird, it was like a school field trip where you're not supposed to bring technology. You're supposed to learn about nature and all this other bullshit. Right? And we're like, okay. Alright, well, we're 9 years old. Game Boy SP fits in pocket, so in pocket. This is before cell phones were a thing. Like, nobody had cell phones, and the only cell phones we had were flip phones. Right? So we didn't have those. So we had our Game Boy Advance SP. Well, we're doing a hide and seek thing. Buddy and I were like, let's go. I always kind of found a hidden spot far away from everybody else and just kind of chilled. I just played fucking Pokemon. And then he showed me how to clone Pokemon because he had like every single evolution. He had like 12 Rayquazas, and I was like, yo, how you get all that? And he was like, my cousin taught me how to clone them, watch this. And he showed me how to clone them, and I was like, So then I started cloning, and that was just a downhill spiral. I don't know if you can clone in generations after that. I didn't like generations after that. I played Pearl, didn't like it. I beat it, I just didn't like it. Played Black and White. I made it to like the first or second gym, and I was like, this game is so ugly. I don't like any of the Pokemon designs. It's just not fun, so I stopped. And then I didn't play Black and White 2 because it looked pretty much the same, and I was like, I still don't like this generation. Played X, I was like, okay, I had fun with that. I really enjoyed that. Mostly because I got a buddy to trade Rattata, and Rattata's my favorite Pokemon, so I just wiped everything with my Rattata. And then I was like, alright, cool. And then tried playing Sun. I got to the point where you ride, I think it was a Sharpedo or whatever, where you're going around the islands or whatever, and you just be able to go into the water and do stuff. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid, and I just stopped playing. I remember playing Alpha Sapphire. I beat that because, well, it's just 3rd gen. So I took a break from it for a while. And then I just was on the ride to an anime convention. And I was like, fuck it. I pulled up my 3DS because I just wanted a spot pass, I think, Street Pass, whatever it's called. And I was like, alright, let's play Pokemon. And I just beat it on the way there. Fuck nature, I want to battle lizards, exactly. Only thing you gotta learn about nature is leaves of 3, let it be. I mean, also don't fuck with bears. That's also something you should probably learn about nature. Don't fuck with bears. Unless you want to fuck up a bear. In which case, I can teach you how to fuck up a bear. But then there's also, don't fuck with moose, because a moose doesn't care if you're there or not. A bear, you just disappear. A moose, you wish you weren't there. A bear will eat you. A moose will just decimate you, just to prove a point. A bear was just like, well, I'm hungry, this is why I'm fucking you. I'll be like, okay. I beat a bear's ass? I mean, depends on the bear. A black bear, yeah, maybe. I remember punching a black bear in the face when I was 13 years old. I was doing like a leader in training thing at like a camp, because I went to that camp as a kid. So I was like, hey, you know, I want to become a leader here when I'm a teenager, right? That way I can help kids get pretty much what I'd gotten, right? Because it was like a camp for underprivileged children. So literally, it was like $5, $10, $15 or something like that. You send your kids away for 2 weeks. It's awesome, right? And the kids are taken care of. You know, it's just for like, you know, if you're really low income, it's somewhere safe for your kids to go for the summer. You get some time away from the kids, they get life experience, and they get to have fun. Sounded great, and it was great. I didn't think about that when I became a teenager when I was actually going to apply for the job, and on the website it says, low pay, high reward. I went, want paid, not going. So, I didn't end up going, but I did the leader in training thing when I was a preteen, like I was like 13 years old, and I was in charge of the archery area because I was just really good at archery as a kid. Which is why I had the longbow that I traded the one country kid. I just never used it. I got it because I'd gone to camp, I learned how to use a bow, I was in scouts, we went through a little trip, I used a bow, I was like, I'm really good at this, I always hit every fucking shot. Cool. Right, so I wanted my own bow. Got my own bow. Just never used it, so I was like, huh, give it to someone for an extra archer. But we end up, I was in charge of all the archery because I was just really good, so I'm just sitting there, got everything all set up for all the kids to show up because they're going to be showing up in like a half hour, right? So I make sure everything's all prepped. I'm like, alright, I just grab all the arrows, grab the bow, and I'm just, you know, practicing, just having fun, shooting the target, as one would do. What else are you to do when, well, I had a cell phone, but I didn't really keep it on me because I'm at camp. Why would I need my phone? I don't have service out in the middle of the country anyways. So I was just like, alright, just firing arrows, just pull them out of the thing, and of course after I fired the last arrow, as I'm walking up, right, just a black bear about my height, I stood about 5'3", maybe 100 pounds, thing, a little bit taller than me, obviously outweighed me. She kind of like reared up, like, and I'm just like, ah, whack! And I punched it in the nose, and it was kind of like, what was that about? And it just kind of went down, and then it was like, yeah, fuck that, and it just walked away. I was like, okay. Grab all the arrows, put everything away, put all the bows and everything away, lock it all up, run back all the way to the camp, because I'm like about 10 minutes down a trail. Come on back. Yeah, no archery today. And they're like, excuse me? Like, because the adults that were there, like, no, there's archery today. I was like, no. I just punched a bear in the face, and I got away. No archery today? Because I'm a little jittered that I just had to, you know, I'm kind of shaky now, you know? Like, no kids are going near that bear. Because I don't want to be near that bear. I'm a kid, you know? And they're like, oh, okay. Understandable. Because we already knew there was coyotes in the area, but, you know, what do you expect when you send your kids off to camp for $5? You know, there's going to be bears and coyotes. It's out in the country. It's just how well we can defend them. But, alright, a moose will disintegrate you and not even notice it did. Pretty much, honestly. Like, if you're driving down the street and you see a moose step out into the road, drive as fast as you can. And hope that when you hit it, you buckle its legs and it goes over your vehicle. Because if you just hit it, it's going to crush you and you will die. It's like a brick wall falling on you, just thicker. Alright? Like, no. Just go faster. Hope it lands over your vehicle. If not, you need to just stop as soon as you can and just reverse the opposite direction, because that thing will just go, Challenger approaches. And it'll just fuck you up. It took me 3 years to get my archery merit badge. Really? Yeah, I don't remember how... I don't remember any of the badges I had in, like, Scouts. I didn't even want to go to Scouts. I just kind of was forced to go by my parents. So I was like, alright, guess I'm going. I didn't learn shit. Well, I kinda did. I learned I didn't like Scouts. Driving up to Algonquin, we had a detour because someone hit a moose. They were dead. The moose wasn't there. And that's how that works, yeah. The moose does not care, you die. This cookie is just chewing and chewing. Oh, and then I actually watched a TikTok the other day. And Buddy was talking about, like, unpopular opinions probably gonna get you guys to not like me, but here's what's gonna happen, right? And then he explains on how everyone thinks that gorillas could take a bear, like a grizzly bear. A grizzly bear can take a moose, and we just informed you how a moose can fuck you up. Grizzly bear is pretty much bulletproof. Black bear, not so much. Black bears are just way smaller. But grizzly bears, I don't fuck with the grizzly. Nope, I'll die. I don't give a shit. I'll just die. But, no, it's just like, I don't want to fuck with the grizzly ever. And not unless I got a large fucking firearm. And I mean a large one. Something that can put a hole through it. And that's really hard for something that's pretty much bulletproof. Looks good on a resume, though? I guess. I mean, I don't think that if I were hiring someone, I would care if they were a scout. I'd be like, okay, so you know how to do what you're told. And you like a basic reward system. If you're gonna be easy to control as an employee, cool. I wouldn't care. It doesn't look good on a resume. Not in my opinion. D&D looks better on a resume than Scouts, if you ask me. Moose was probably like, oh, sorry, bud, didn't see you there. Pretty much. Oh, fuck. Why would you do that to me? Why did you make me use my fucking... I hate you. Fucking kids tonight. I tried to stop it from coming out as I was getting to the end of that. I was like, fuck. But no. I don't quite get it either. I mean, no, I would never put, like, I was in Scouts and I have this many badges on my resume. I would rather put, like, I wouldn't call it D&D, but I'd put it in, like, my, did weekly exercises with a group of peers to practice, problem-solving situations and high stress, or problem-solving in high-stress situations, right? And stuff like that. You know, that's a very easy thing to put on a resume. And then they ask, "Oh, what is this about?" They're like, "Oh, it's Dungeons and Dragons," and then they'll be like, "There you go, think about it." I sit down every week with a group of people who put ourselves in role-play situations where we have to solve problems, and we have to think outside the box or inside the box, figure out what's the most appropriate action, what is the most inappropriate action, how to handle it, and the consequences of said actions. That is amazing on a resume. That is literally practicing for any situation. The only difference is I know how to handle a fight now too. Like, I cannot believe you made me use my accent. Fuck you. I hide that very well. Yeah, no, I would much sooner put D&D on my resume. I feel like that would be like way better. And just don't write it down as Dungeons and Dragons on the resume. Just write down, like, as I said, get together with a weekly event. I really want to play so bad, low-key. Bro, I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons since like probably around like 2018, 2019. I used to go over to a buddy's place, and he called it his war room, right? Because he was super into Warhammer, right? And he had thousands, and I'm not kidding, thousands of models that he's hand painted. Almost all of them, right? Some of them were still unpainted because those were his new ones. But he had like this giant fucking 2 tables that he played Warhammer on, right? He made like custom terrain for them and everything, custom buildings out of like foam and stuff, and we'd sit there and we'd build stuff, right? And I was like, "Have you ever been interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons?" He's like, "Well, it interests me, I just don't have anyone to play with." I was like, "You're Warhammer buddies." And he's like, "Holy shit, they'd probably be into that," right? So we talked to a bunch of them, right? They're like, "Yeah, that'd be so cool." Well, we've already got a giant table. We've got a bunch of models that we can use. We've got custom terrain, and if we play 5th edition, right, it's very easy to understand. And if you use 3rd edition movement, because you've already got a Warhammer table with the little ruler things that are in inches, you know, each inch is a square. Doesn't matter if we're on a grid now, because, well, we've just got the terrain all laid out the way that we would set up. Worked out beautifully. Our buddy that became our DM, right, because he came from a different group of friends, he saw it and he was like, "Yo!" And we've just put like the one castle that he had, and just like the 2 halves, and put them down side by side instead of like against each other, as like a wall, right? So the DM could have like all of his books and everything down his rolls, and he's like, "This is the best thing ever. What the fuck?" We have this. The table was bigger than the room I'm currently sitting. Like, the amount of space I've gotten here, from this curtain to the wall behind this monitor, like behind this computer, the table was bigger than that, and he had 2 of them. And like we would just like lean over like the little ruler things and be like, "Alright, we're in this spot, blah blah." It was so cool. Right? We played D&D like, I think it was like every Friday or something like that. We'd go there. We just like have a bunch of drinks. You know, some of the guys, I don't myself, I don't smoke weed, but some of the guys would smoke weed. You know, we would just like we'd all just bring in like a bunch of like chips and energy drinks and soda. You know, like, we just order pizza, or like, we like just order a bunch of fucking food, because there's like 8 or 9 of us that would all just go in and we would just play like D&D, and like it would really suck if they were playing a game of Warhammer though. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, can't move that. Well, the other table's free, so let's use that table, right?" And sometimes we play like Magic the Gathering and stuff too. Like I miss it so much. I haven't talked to those guys in so long. You know how you just like sometimes you just out of nowhere just stop talking to people and you don't know why, right? Like, I no hard feelings between any of us. Like, I'm sure if I were to message them today, they won't hang out. But obviously, there's a pandemic going on, so we can't. But you know, it was, I don't know. I recommend that like everybody play D&D at least once in their life, because it's so stupid. It's such fun shenanigans. Like, it's fucking dope. All right. I've never played, but I have 3 characters. I mean, yeah, that's usually how it works. I've got 3 characters too. Yeah, I got one that's called Not Terry Crews. His name is literally Not Terry Crews. he has every one of his stats is Terry Cruz's football stats. So, and he's like this giant fucking mammoth of a man, right? He's just able to walk through people. He's a rogue who doesn't specialize in stealth, specializes in persuasion, and even more so, intimidation. And he's a human variant, so he's like just so, pretty much the way he sits there, like if he's gonna be sneaky, he'll like hide behind some barrels or something like that. And then like someone will be like, I heard someone behind this barrel, like, ain't nobody over here, right? And they'll be like, if I fail that check, well, my intimidation's even higher. So I'd roll for intimidation immediately. Like after, like, I said, ain't nobody over here. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, I ain't going over there. It doesn't look like there's anything over there. You know, like if I could roll to intimidate, it'd be the best fucking rogue. My buddy was setting up a campaign called the Association of Stupid Saviors, also known as ASS. And it was just, you had to have, you had to be a superpower. Or not a superpower, but you had to make a character that made no sense pretty much. And the Association of Stupid Saviors. I was a monstrously large human, right? Like 6 foot something, like almost like 300 pounds of muscle rogue. It was so fun, but we never ended up actually playing. And I was like, I just kept playing like the character in my head. I was like, I would do this or I'd do this. It was like so fun. So cool. I'd love to build a scale map of Skyrim. Seems like a lot of fun. That would be neat. It would just like take a lot of fucking effort. At that point, might as well just make your own map. Right? Because I mean, there's already, you could probably just buy a model of Skyrim, like the entire country of it. Like you could probably just get. Also, I really one day, because you guys remember when Skyrim first came out, and there was like the Legendary Edition or whatever, and it came with like the wall and had Alduin on it. I really want that one day. Like I've wanted that since I saw it, and I was like, yo, that's so fucking dope. Like I need that in my life, but I still haven't gotten it. And the sole reason that I really want it, and really want it, is because in 2011, when it was Christmas time, it says, fuck your angel mom, Alduin on the tree, and it's just Alduin on the tree, and it's like bending the fucking Christmas tree. And ever since I've wanted one. Like, fuck your angel mom, it's Alduin's time. It's like, I was like, I need this in my life so bad. That is literally the only reason why I want it. Is just to put it on the Christmas tree. Well, and it'd be cool in the background, but... I feel like I'm slowly starting to die. But... I'm feeling a little better. It might be because I took the big brain vitamins, or capsules, or whatever you want to call them. Capsules, dietary supplements. The big brains. I'm back. Welcome back. I assume you took the dog for a while? Just leave it. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit better, so that's good. You know what? I'm gonna hold all of the reason why I'm feeling better on those big brain capsules. I'm just gonna, that is gonna be my placebo effect now. Even if they weren't what it was and it was just me getting up and moving for this much, I'm gonna say it was those. Because if I can placebo my way into making sure that those are actually doing it, amazing. So that's what I'm gonna say. Alright. Also, real quick question. Never mind, I already solved it. Oh, crap. So, this 3 foot is 36 inches, right? Yes. So, if the desk I'm gonna have is 75 inches, I think if I have 2 strips of the LEDs, that would be what? 72 inches? 72 inches. So in theory, I could have 2 lines of those going right around where like my monitor mount is, on the back of the desk. That might work. So if I have one going this way and then one going the other way, and I have like their little USB things coming up together behind the monitor mount, plug them right into the monitor. That way they charge there, or I could even like plug them right into like the USB hub or something. I don't know. Oh my god, the sniffles are going back, doesn't it? But yeah, I really want to get like a D&D group back here or something. I don't want to play it online, but like I feel like online is going to be what I have to do. Which kind of sucks, because there's just something about playing D&D in person that just makes it so much better. Oh, yep, I'm slowly dying, guys. I'm feeling better. I'm not sounding better. It's starting to get like kind of shitty. But there's just something about like measuring out where your pieces go and having like someone storytelling it right in front of you, right? You're rolling the actual dice with each other. You've got the models, you've got the terrain that you built. There's just so much to it that's so fun. But, I don't know, one day before I have like my own house type thing and have like a war room, so that my buddy did, but wouldn't need to be as big. If I die, you get all my shit, right? No. Why are you getting all my shit? I still haven't even gotten all my shit. Kitsune? Gunslinger Rogue, I think. You could probably do a Gunslinger Rogue. Because Gunslinger is like a homebrew, right? It was made by Matt Mercer, I believe. Pretty much so he could be McCree in a video game. Or in D&D. But, it's, I mean, you could probably do multi-class like that. It would just be interesting, to say the least. There's nothing saying that you can't be a rogue that just has a gun. Just play like a more modern version of the game, right? Because rogues usually have like short bows, and they have throwing daggers, so there's nothing saying that you can't use a silenced pistol if you're to play like more recent. For Fox. Fork Fox? Is that what that is? It's a spoon fox. What the fuck is a spoon in a fox for? I don't. Kitsune, what the fuck is this supposed to be? Yeah, Vex, welcome back. Hopefully you had fun. I assume that you were walking the dog, because that's normally what you do around this time. So. Huh. Yeah, we were just talking about like D&D, random shit, good friends. Yes, well, yeah, like, I've gotten used to it. Usually at around like 1 or just before 1 o'clock. My brain is not saying the words that I want it to, and that's not cool. Sometime around 12:15 to 12:30 my time is usually when you take your dog for a walk, because that's around 9:15, 9:30 your time, which sounds about right. For a super school. School. For pole. What is super school? Is that like school for the gifted children? This girl is crazy. Alright, so my body was starting. How far have we been? An hour and 42 minutes. We might actually make it the whole 3 hours. With my feet still hurting from, not wearing shoes. I only wear my indoor shoes. Well, not indoor shoes, they're just shoes that I usually only wear indoors. I've worn them outdoors like a couple times, but usually just indoors. Actually, speaking of, you know what? Thinking of the gunslinger thing that you asked, the last campaign with those guys I was talking about, we did it all homebrew, pretty much, right? Because it was their first time playing. They wanted to go a little outside the box on stuff because, I thought about this type thing, and the DM was like, all right, here's the thing. It's gonna be homebrew. We can do a whole bunch of dumb shit. It's still gonna be on rails. You guys are gonna go where I say, pretty much. And they're like, okay. Now I'm sitting here like, this is my first like actual campaign I'm playing. Like I played before, but this is my first actual campaign because we were playing Curse of Strahd. So pretty much, rather than having us just kind of you're in this area, it was like there was a thick fog where everything around it you could see, or anything that you saw inside the fog was laying there dead. And our one guy just goes, I grab a villager and I throw him into the fog. And our DM just went, "You what?" He's like, "I grab a villager and I push him into the fog." And it's like, roll for it? He's like, okay. And he's like, "I don't even know what. That's just being an asshole. That's not even a strength check? Perception? I don't know." Right? Like, what would this be? So he just rolls for it, rolled it, pushed the guy in, and the guy just immediately died. He's like, as with everything else that was in the fog, the villager that was pushed into the fog died. Okay. Yeah, that's your first campaign. You literally just made an entire town hate us. Cool. So, we're like, alright. But he made it so that pretty much everywhere that we had to go, the fog kind of kept us contained. That way they weren't going off and everyone's going in different directions and stupid shit, right? So, I was like, alright, cool. But it was an insane campaign. Like, it was super fun. But I was an owl folk, right? Not an owlkin, because owl folk, not owlkin. Because owlkin are a third edition, like, monster, I guess. But owl folk are like a playable race, and they're like 8-foot tall owls, right? So, and I made mine like a ranger and some other shit. I don't remember what the hell all he was, but he was pretty much like a librarian. He knew like 5 different languages from the start of the game, so I was able to like just talk with like literally anything, right? And then we had a mouse folk, who was also another homebrew, and he was a gunslinger. Well, I was a ranger. A ranger and a gunslinger both are archery and shooting a gun. We're both long range, but I also have a walking staff. Hey, how's it going, 𝐂𝐸? What you up to tonight, man? So, what I would do is I'd take my like walking staff and I'd drop it. Well, mouse folk are really good on balancing on things, right? They're a mouse, right? And I could fly 50 feet straight up in the air. And I have wings on my back. They aren't my arms. So, I fly 50 feet up in the air. He has a Deadeye ability, because he's a gunslinger, right? So I'm fucking hailing arrows down on people. He's just shooting at people, and nobody can hit us because we're 50 feet in the air. It was a great combo. So, it was awesome. It was such a fun campaign of us just doing stupid shit. And then just like everyone started like getting busy with like stuff going on, and the DM wasn't able to show up because of a bunch of shit going on. So I was just hanging in VRC, looking at cute avatars. Nice, man, nice. I'm feeling like complete fucking garbage tonight, and I'm feeling kind of sick. But I took a couple of big brain supplements, and I'm starting to feel kind of good. You know, got a little bit of energy drink, drinking water. It's keeping me going. I was honestly debating possibly ending the stream at like the 45-minute mark, and now we're at an hour and 45 minutes, so I'm starting to get gooder. I don't feel great, but I feel better than I did, so we're just talking about like a bunch of really dumb stuff. Like we talked about like camping, archery, and, Call of Duty, and video games, and like X-Rocker gaming chairs, and like Dungeons and Dragons, and Warhammer, and bears, and roofs. All sorts of shit this stream. It's been a very interesting time. But how goes your hunt for cute avatars? Or are you just trying to be a cute small guy? And then trying to do what I used to do? You just walk up to the gay and you're like, oh shit, he's got a nice face. So that's pretty much all I fucking do. So just be like, hey, but, you know. Trying to be more high energy, because I feel like if I pretend that I'm high energy, my body will be like, oh, we're okay, awesome. You know, but that's because if I sit here and I just like keep acting like, oh, okay, yep, alright, yep, I'm just kind of floating, you know, shooting shit, which I would normally do. I feel like I'll probably get back and be like, alright, it's time to relax, and I feel like shit. So I'm trying to be like, hey yo, do some stuff. Myself dancing side to side. Plus, then I'm not just on like the pads of my feet, because I hate being on like my heel. I don't like walking like a whole person. I'd rather be up on my toes. If I'm up on my toes and I have my legs bent, and I'm just like bouncing around, like, oh shit, I'm doing this a whole bunch, I'm gonna pull a muscle or something. Of which I did. Not from that. Yesterday, we had my friend, her 2 kids, and the little guy that she's been taking care of because her ex-boyfriend he's not around type thing, so she takes care of his kid now. Had the 3 kids over, and they were talking about, like, can you do a backflip? And I was like, I've never tried. I mean, I probably could. I know how I have to move to do that, so I mean, I could probably do it. I don't think I want to right now. I haven't drank enough to be willing to test that injury, but I think I could probably do it. And they're like, oh, can you do a cartwheel? He's like, yeah, I could do a cartwheel. He's like, now you do a cartwheel. I know I can do a cartwheel. So I go and I do the cartwheel, and as I stood up afterwards, they're like, oh, that was so cool! Because, like, I wear a bunch of chains, My chains kind of went with it, right? When I stood up afterwards, we're all just chilling back here. Both my parents were there, right? I think I just pulled something. I pulled my entire, like, inner left thigh. You guys can see when I lifted my leg there, but yeah. I pulled all of that right up to the groin, and I was like, good to know. I can't do cartwheels anymore. I can, but that really was not a good decision. Trying to find some cute gecko avatars, but no luck so far. Might have to commission someone to make me. Okay. Are you just trying to be a gecko because you're gecky? Is that the idea? Or like, what is the plan on that one? Is that am I inferring correctly? Also, Vex, I still am wondering, what the fuck were we talking about with it was super school? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. And 𝐂𝐡𝐚 dropped like a spoon and a fox. I don't know what the hell that. What is a spoon and a fox supposed to do? Is it because you're a 𝐂𝐡𝐚? And 𝐂𝐡𝐚s are foxes? You want to get spooned? Is that what that is? Are you trying to spoon somebody? I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Oh, man. Also, I love the color of my lava lamp in the camera. Because it is not that color in person. The joys of filters and having a purple light right next to it. Because it's actually like, well, it used to be pink. Like a pinkish purple. And now it's orange, so... Like, the base of it is like that weird, like... I forget the name of it. It's like an oil spill kind of coloring. Like, you know how it has like the purples and the greens and black, and it's all like mixed together. It's like that, but on camera it looks black and shiny. So that's kind of what I wanted it. But that's a lava lamp I got, so I'm gonna keep. I still need to figure out how the hell I'm gonna set up my desk. Because I feel like if I have this monitor, because I've got my main monitor and then 2 vertical monitors on the other side. You guys have seen it before. I've told you before. I feel like if I make the one that the webcam is currently on horizontal again, so it kind of comes around, I can move my iPad and my phone underneath it, and then I have my main one still normal, and then keep this one as vertical, and then I'll have the camera angle coming from the opposite direction, so rather than us facing this way, I'd be facing this way, kind of thing. Not that it'll look much different to you guys, just the angle of the walls would be different. The curtain and the wall would just be on opposite sides, and that's how I'm going to have the other room set up. But I need to figure out how I'm going to do all that. I'm going to need to have the monitor on the desk. Or not monitor, the computer on the desk. But I need it so it isn't vibrating the desk as much. So I think I might take like some of my EVA foam and probably just make like a platform for it to stand on. Plus then it's not on the desk where stuff from the desk is going to get swept underneath it. And then, fill up the intake fans on the bottom and like make them super dusty. So I feel like that would be the best way to do that, and it would insulate the vibration. And then we're gonna have the wires go straight down behind the desk. Make like a bracket thing on the back of it that I can run all my cords through. I'm gonna put the USB hub at the back as well. And I'm gonna have everything going to a USB hub instead of the actual computer. And I'm gonna have the microphone probably off to the left as well. That way, like, it just kind of comes up and it'll go over. Because when I'm standing, it'll be like this way, right? I'll be standing, the mic will be coming up over here, and then when it's down, it'll be just open in front of me, so it'll work out just the same. But in theory, it should work, because this microphone has like a long ass fucking cord. Like, well, again, it's a Rock Band bike, right? So like, it's got all of this cord, right? Like, it's got like 10 feet of cord, so it's good for pretty much whatever, right? So I can put it anywhere and just route it the way it needs to go. It's good. I used to really love doing handstands. I'm not in good enough shape anymore. Honestly, like, it's making me want to get back in shape now. Like, I want to start going for walks. I want to start like just getting back in martial arts and stuff, because I miss like practicing Bagua. That was so fucking fun, right? But everything's all closed down now, and it's like, I don't like just lifting weights. I like lifting anything, right? But I don't really enjoy lifting weights. You know, like, I think lifting weights is kind of, it's tedious kind of thing, right? I'd rather just go out and just grab a bunch of logs. Each one's a different weight. Just pick it up, move it. Like, I'm an all-day workout kind of person, as opposed to sit down for an hour and do it. You know, like, because when I used to go to the gym after, because I worked at McDonald's, and I would work the 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. And then the gym was right at the mall that my McDonald's was just outside of. So by 11:15, I'm already inside, changed, and I started working out. Do an hour of cardio, because that just became my routine. A buddy of mine, he became a lot bigger, right? So I did an hour of cardio with him, because it doesn't hurt me any, right? Like, yeah, I'm small, but me doing cardio doesn't really hurt. I don't need to, right? But an hour of cardio, right, with him, it would just be like elliptical, and then the what's the thing that you walk on? Treadmill, right? So it'd be like the elliptical for a little while, and then cool down on the treadmill, and then we would go in, and then we would do a little bit of practicing on like the punching bag, right? Just to be able to keep ourselves moving a little bit more, and then after we've gotten all like, all right, we're good, because we do like our stretches and everything, and then we do all that, and then we would hit the punch bag for a little bit, and then we would go out, we'd lift weights for like the whole, until like 1 o'clock, and then it's 2 hours of doing stuff. So it was an hour on the elliptical, you know, it was like 20 minutes on the punching bag, or not elliptical. Cardio was like an hour, and then 20 minutes more of cardio that was punching bag, which didn't feel like cardio, and then it was just lifting weights still at like 1 o'clock, and then we would go and just like by about 1 o'clock till 2, it was just go back to the bag and do much shit. And then they end up leaving. Like, he ends up stopping coming, right? Or the buddy stopped coming. Well, I still just did an hour of cardio, but rather than going on the elliptical and everything, it was just, alright, get up, do all my stretches and everything, and then do like 10 minutes on the elliptical, do like 5 minutes on the treadmill, and then just go in and spend the next hour just hitting the bag, practicing bog while learning it on my own, right? Got really fucking good at it, right? And, you know, the way I can tell I got really good is because, well, our one buddy was, you know, a sensei in karate, right? I've never done karate aside from a couple times that I was there. I'm like, you want to join? I'm like, yeah, sure. Right. So we end up doing a sparring match, because we would talk to the gym, like the manager, or whatever. Like, yeah, so long as if you guys get hurt, that's on you. Just sign this. Well, okay. So we signed it, and we can't blame them if we get hurt for us sparring, right? And so I end up just laying him flat on his ass, and he's like, how the fuck did you do that? I've been practicing martial arts for a little while now. He's like, I've been practicing it my whole fucking life. And I was like, yeah, I've been practicing for like 6 months, 7 months. And he was like, what the fuck? I was like, I picked the one fighting style that you just can't beat. Like, the only thing I can beat it would probably be like 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 𝐑𝐮𝐿. So, and that's just because it's 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 𝐑𝐮𝐿. You just can't beat it. Yeah, it was good. And then, like, I'd just be, like, working out, like, non-stop. Like, I miss going to the gym. I'd go from, like, 11:15 until, like, 2, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I'd walk home. And I lived, like, 4.5 miles away. And I'd just walk home. That was my cool down, was that walk. Sometimes, and then, that was only because I was cabbing for quite a while, and that just cost way too much money. So, yeah, seems about right what you said. I have no idea what I said now. It's been too long. I really love BMX, and so getting into shape is a priority. Well, it's been cool, but I gotta get off. Alright, we'll take it off. Take it easy, Manowski, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your evening. Alright? I appreciate you stopping by, so it doesn't mean a whole lot. Yeah, I used to run a BMX a whole lot. That's one of the things I get to do too. I just need to stop wearing my chains all the time if I want to be riding the bike, because I can't sit down, or else I get stuck, and my chains get stuck in my wheel, and my wheels get fucked, and then I need to get wheels, and so, for the time being, if you would be, I need to take off my goth coat clothes to ride the bike, but I'm not really planning on going out in this area too much right now anyways, because someone just got shot a couple weeks ago around the corner from my house, so I'm like, maybe I'll just like wait a little bit till that's sort of it, you know, like, not that I live in a good area to begin with, but yeah, I want to get myself into a nice routine, but doing at least some form of manual labor each day. Soon, once it's, I need to sharpen our axe, but we got like a whole bunch of like wood that needs to be chopped, so probably gonna chop a bunch of that up soon. Once we start to run a little bit low, I think we're actually starting to run low on the wood that we got chopped. So, cause that's a good workout. Just swinging an axe for a while, like swing for like an hour, and then be like, all right, cool, good workout. Oftentimes, just pick up and moving a bunch of shit in the backyard that needs to be moved, working on trucks. Obviously, moving all those patio stones and everything I was moving the other day, like patio stones, steel, wood. Dirt, rocks, sand, gravel, a bunch of shit, furniture, over 4,000 pounds in one day. We're like, ugh. And it's not even like, if it was just like a few big heavy things, fuck it, whatever, right? But no, just 80 pound cinder block, or 80 pound patio stone here, walk with that, alright, put it down, alright, go and grab the next 80 pound fucking patio stone here, fuck, alright, walk it over, do that, and just like, oh my god, like, I just wanted to die. And then that was after we already moved like over 1,000 or 2,000 pounds of fucking dirt, gravel, sand, limestone grind, and rocks. You know, they're like this. They're like cool looking black like rocks and meant for like urns and shit. Sort of like fire rocks, but not quite. Like, what are those called? Like the paper, like the red ones, but they're black. They're like shinier. They were kind of cool. I think they're just garden stones or some shit. But it was a lot. And it was raining, and they were all in bags that were ripping, and very slick when they get wet. So not only are they falling, we're trying to catch it, we rip it more, and there's dirt everywhere, there's sand everywhere, there's rock everywhere, right? We're just trying to, like, hold it, and it's like, you can't grab hold of the bottom, because you can't get your hand under it, because you can't lift it high enough with one hand, because it's too slick, so you have to try and grab the sides, and you try and get your foot under it, and it's like, oh my god. Eventually just kind of, like, grab, hug, and just walk and hope for the best. Like, it was, a very fun day to say this, but I got a desk that I'm gonna have to cut down the sides and make it fit perfectly. So, just thinking about it, it'd probably make more sense to do that, because the fire door, throw in the garage. I've already got the legs to these desks that I can probably toss in there, and then that would work, because just put those onto it. They're all the same height. I got 5 of the black ones, I got 1 of the white ones. 6 legs should be good enough for it. They're all roughly the same height, so it should be good. So, I mean, all the black ones are the same height. I just don't know about the white one. But worst case, just grab a 4x4 and just put it, cut it to size of it. I think that'd probably be like, even just grabbing some 4x4s and just doing that. But having the legs make it look a little better. But the 4x4s might be more sturdy, so. But Dan and I are still trying to figure that out, because we need to figure out where you put the door. Right? It's going to be a desk, just like a workbench. We've already got a plan for how everything sets up in the garage, but that would be very useful to have as well. So it's like, alright, maybe we'll change around a few things we got. So we're trying to make it all look good, while also like being incredibly like efficient to do shit in the garage. Like, alright, like I really do want to like, make a video of us like cleaning it out, setting it all up, but I really want to make a video of us how we're gonna dig out this garden, because we're literally just gonna take our snow plow and just like, right, there's step 1, dig a hole, bang, right through the ground. But, yeah. It's just trying to come up with ideas for shit and just like throw it together so I can edit it later. But, honestly, I think that'd be a fun way to show how to do the garden. Step 1, dig a hole, and just right through it. That would. I'm actually good. You know what? I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be like the first video for the IRL channel. It's just like sitting down doing that. Oh man. So Geki, are you still here, my dude? Just making sure that you're here. And also, I haven't seen Vex in a little bit. Vex and 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 both just disappeared on me. I don't know what happened to everyone. Y'all just like abandoned. I was like, I thought you were all hanging out. We were all talking. It was just like Minetsky and I going down the floor. And then he had to go. I assume it was he. I think pretty sure they referred themselves as Yellow. So, but, yeah, I don't know. We're having one of those nights. What do we got going on over here? Nothing important. Yeah, so what do we want to talk about? So, I mean, I've got some plans for things. I like just did a weird pop. I know that I really want to make new alerts for the stream, so I don't know if that came up on my throat did like a type sound, sort of like almost like Yoshi, type thing, but it was like in the back of my throat. It was weird. But I need to come up with some kind of idea for like new alerts for the stream, because the old ones are using my old emotes, and I would like to get brand new emotes. I just don't have money for emotes right now, so I'm not gonna get new ones. So we're gonna have to sort that one out. But it's that's one of those things. We need to get like the new, like a newer layout.
Oh, you're approaching me.
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer.
Lord Leviticus, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream, homie? What were you up to? Were you playing anything? What were you doing? What is this? Unfalling Eagle. Sorry, the angle I'm at with my monitor, it's not a good monitor. So I've just had a bad angle, so everything's like hard to read. So, and having a blue and I'm using Restream, so it's a blue background. I was like, I can't read that name. I'm sorry. But is it alright if I just call you Eagle? That might make it a little bit easier. Hi everyone, my name is Trash Mouse. You can call me Trash. I'm kind of sort of an Eboy loser, VTuber kind of thing. Like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'm a VTuber. Tuesday, Thursday I'm IRL. Every day is a different type of thing. We do everything from, well, Mondays we do like our collab days. We'll like sit down and play video games with people. How's it going? Honestly, I feel like hot garbage today. But luckily my name's Trash. No, I wasn't feeling too well, and then I took a couple of my supplements, starting to feel a little bit better, and you know, it's like, alright, cool, got a little bit of energy drink in me, but drinking a lot of water. My body temperature is still incredibly high right now, so I'm dying of heat, and the heat doesn't bother me. That means that the heat's coming from me. I've already got a constant fever, so when my body catches a fever, I'm like dangerously low. But yeah, so Mondays are our collab days. Tuesdays are like our cryptid, spooky aliens type talking about stuff days. Wednesdays we play Wind Waker until we beat it, and we're playing the next game in our series, which is Escape Fear. Thursdays, today, we just kind of, it's whatever. We're still trying to sort out what we want to do for Thursdays, but they're another like real life day. And then Fridays are like our like weekly event days. Like not weekly event, but like well, I got a goal down here. Right? It's like a tip goal. Right? Because I make money. This is my job. After we hit that, we end up making a list of all the ones we've hit, and we end up doing those in order. Usually, sometimes we don't. Tomorrow we're going to be reading just cursed fan fiction. So I'm going to be narrating a bunch of like terrible fan fiction. I believe we're doing My Immortal, which I think is a Harry Potter fan fiction. So that's going to be a fun thing to do. Right now we're trying to get Ape out, which is like a fun little like game where you play as like a gorilla that kind of kills a bunch of things. I don't remember. I've only seen it once like years ago, so and I've got it now. So I was like, alright, play it. Still need to do Graveyard Keeper, but I need to find where how to get that game. But yeah, it's been going pretty okay though. And I try to make it so every day is a different thing, so it's never a dull moment. Right now it's just getting down to like a little low point because I feel like garbage. Looks like everyone ended up falling asleep. You know, like a lot of the time people just hop in my stream and fall asleep to my voice. But yeah, usually stream 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. now. It used to be 7 till 10, but just changed up the whole schedule, trying to get everything on track, trying to get my life kind of together, you know. Just try to be more on top of things. So, yeah, that is my intro that I'm going to give. It is incredibly long-winded. I could have just said, "Hi, I'm a dumbass. Enjoy your stay." It might have been fantastic. Sounds like a good idea. But no, Leviticus, what were you doing? Were you playing were you just chatting? Were you playing any games or anything like that? You up to anything super fun? I'm just gonna leave that question in the air while I drink a bit of my drink. Hopefully I get a reply. If not, I'll probably cry a little bit. But I hope you had a fantastic evening so far. No reply yet. Oh shit. Okay. Now we gotta fill the dead air. No. Oh man. I still cannot believe that last night I spent 3.5 hours trying to learn how to do barrier skip in Wind Waker. And I actually did it. I actually did barrier skip like 6 or 7 times. And then it was the gap at the end that I couldn't do. I was playing a game called 𝐿𝐴𝐿. It's a sci-fi Dark Souls that allows your chat to interact with the game and makes it harder or easier. That sounds insane. Holy 𝐿𝐴𝐿. Is that on Steam or something? Like, where did you get that? Because that sounds like a lot of fun. Like, I'm so down for that. I really want to get a game called Clone Drone and the Danger Zone. And it is, like, it's linked up to, like, Twitch, right? I don't know if you can link it up to, like, YouTube or anything like that. But for the most part, most of what I do is through Twitch because my other followings are a lot smaller. So, you know, if anyone's interested, they go over to Twitch. If not, they can just watch it and enjoy me lose my shit, you know. But that you're able to like spawn enemies or you're able to spawn things that help you, right? So it's super fun. And it's like a third-person kind of battle thing with like platforming. I've wanted it for years since I saw a buddy of mine. I haven't actually talked to him in probably a couple years now, but a buddy of mine, Dawn Zero, he used to play it all the time. I would always like pop in, I'd be like his savior. And then I kind of ended up transferring that same kind of energy over to like Ted Farkas whenever he would do like his Minecraft stuff. And I'd be his healer, you know, just like, I'm the good guy, I'll help. It's on Steam, it's multiplayer and split screen. Very Dark Souls inspired, but set in space. Alright, it's called 𝐿𝐴𝐿. I'm gonna add that right now. I'm just gonna find it and add it to my wish list. So there's 𝐿𝐴𝐿, the Thespian Feast, which is free, and then there's just normal 𝐿𝐴𝐿. Is there a difference between those? Also, I'm gonna get the free one, but I can't. Alright, now that's part of my Steam library. Thespian Feast is a demo. Well, I've got it now. Yeah, I like going to like get any like free game that I can because you never know, maybe it'll become a paid one. But if it's already in your library, you just like you start the download and then you go into your downloads, right click it, uninstall. Get rid of like the few files that it's managed to get so far, and it's in your library now. You've always got it. And I get so many games. If you're interested in getting free games though, there's a Twitter account called Free Steam Games, and it lets you know whenever like Epic Games has games for free, and they do every week. Ubisoft, obviously Steam, GOG, Indie Gala, like literally anything. You know, like if any like website has like free games, they tweet about it. It's just like let you know how to do it if it's some complex thing. So it's like awesome. So I've gotten probably close to like I was like 600 or 700 free games just from that the past like year and a half. So it has been well worth it. Like I would highly recommend checking out Free Steam Games on Twitter. Like it is And I just turn on like notifications whenever they post, and then I'll just like every day sit down, hop over, see the post notification that they did a thing. I just go over and I'm like, all right, free game, free game, free game. Didn't want that, don't care about that, can't grab that because I don't have that. It's PlayStation or something like that, or Xbox, and I don't have either. So, yay, what's up, Waifu? What you do? I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, that's Waifu. Is it Waifu or is it Valfu? Because now I'm sitting here wondering. It's Valfu. Even Pirate Bay. No, it doesn't do any pirating. It's all legal stuff. Like it's like Indie Gala, GOG, Ubisoft, Epic Games, Origin, you know, like all that, like even like Battle.net if they were to have anything, like, or like recently there was like Minecraft skins for like the Bedrock edition, you know, like if something's free, right, and it's, you know, from one of the distributors, so you know it's legal, you can get it. So how's it going? I don't feel too great today, but you know what, we're powering through. There's 45 minutes left in the stream, and I wanted to end stream at about the 45-minute mark, and then I was like, you know what? I took a couple of my big brain supplements, so if you guys ever want to feel really good, with big brain. You know, I always got the energy drink about it, but you know, it's really good. But the big brain feel like those supplements actually, like I feel a lot better, mind you. When it's got like 139% of my daily intake of vitamin C, it's got 93% of my daily intake of vitamin E, 250% of my daily intake of B1, 131% of B2, 78% of B3, 706% of B6, you know, 240% of B5, you know, 91% of zinc, 91% of my daily intake of selenium. So, you know, it's got a lot of shit in it. So it's like almost an immediate. And it helps you focus too. Like I've been hyper-focused a lot more. I'm like, alright, good. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm not dead. I just don't feel great. But, you know, I'm alive. And I'm like, alright, sweat. Let's do some shit. Mix that with the energy drink that I'm drinking. I'm probably good to go. You know, I should be able to last the last 45 minutes. So, and then immediately after, probably crash and die. That's fine. Not a big deal. I'm probably just gonna watch anime instead anyways. Because hopefully Bex wants to joke to watch some anime. I haven't watched anime with her all week, and I've kind of missed it. So, because her and I normally are just like, she's the only one anime buddy. I started talking with my other buddy as well, and my buddy Orly. I was like, hey man, what are you doing today? He's like, oh, nothing really. I'm like, hey, do you want to just like hop on a call and hang out? I'm just not feeling great. I just want to be able to talk with a friend and just, you know, relax, right? Because I think Bex had gone to bed or she was busy or something like that. And he's like, yeah, man. And then we just kind of sat down and we watched some more anime and shit. And he's like, oh, they should show me that anime. I've been thinking about watching it. And no one really kind of like forced me to it yet. So he gave me that nice push. And I was like, all right, well, you're on episode 5 now. He's like, awesome. So we ended up really enjoying it. So it was pretty cool. And, you know, and I love watching stuff with people that haven't watched it before, and since he never watched it as a school. And that's what Vex and I do a lot of times. We just catch up and watch the things we haven't seen before. So I don't even know if she's still chatting. She's normally here, but I mean, she's broken my heart. I haven't heard her reply. Probably close to like a half hour, 45 minutes now. So heartbroken. You know what I realized? Just in this very moment, about how I'm setting up that other room. I'm gonna have to measure everything perfectly when I cut that desk. And then when I have that desk in there, I'm gonna have to figure out exactly where it goes and then measure the EVA foam. Like, not this foam, this is acoustic foam, but the EVA foam perfectly to go above it, around it, going up to the ceiling, and below it. Because otherwise, it takes another 2 inches on the inside of each part. So that would mean that I'm down another 4 inches, unless I cut it directly to that and just bring those to the countertop or the desktop. There's gonna be a lot of measuring. A lot more than anticipated. That's great. That's Just swell, fantastic. Oh. Now I wonder if we should just use a skill saw to try and cut that line on there. And just be very careful not to hit the metal underneath and break the saw blade. Well, I got about a week to figure it out. Because, what is it, the 9th now? Yeah, it's now the 9th. I don't get that room until the 15th, so 6 more days. The wall that is all around here is already starting to fall down, so it means it's less effort for me to take it down when I go to take it down. Because, if you use that foam to put in there anyways. So I'm just going to pull it off piece by piece, toss it up in the other room. That should work. Should be the key word. And we're going to have the acoustic go on. So that's going to be fun. Honestly, it's going to be pretty dope. The room is going to be super dark, which I'm all for. And then, like, these bulbs back here, like this purple one, the other purple one that's over here, that's making this lava lamp look like it's pink, even though it's not. I don't need to use those anymore, because I'll just take the actual light bulb and I'll put them in the light fixture. Can't do that with these ones, because these light bulbs are like the pot lights that go right into the ceiling. Those bulbs are changeable. You actually have to get like an actual LED pot light. Like, I'm not spending more money on that. The other one has a light fixture that I can just like take apart and put the actual bulbs in. So that'll make that a lot easier, because then I'll just have the light above, the purple come down, the room will just be all dark, cool, and I have light coming right at me. In theory, it should be good. So eventually I'd like to get that. Maybe oh no, those bulbs don't want that, those are different types. Because these are like the small bulbs, these are like the big bulbs, these are standard, those are really small. So, we need to find like another small one type thing. I mean, I got my little dude over here, he kind of is bright. Just from the dollar store, so maybe that'll help. But, yeah, it'll be really cool. Soundproofing will be nice. But like, the room will pretty much be soundproof. There's the EVA foam that'll work as a really thick dampening, and then there'll be the acoustic foam on top of it for like the noise suppression. I feel like if the way that I have everything set up, because I want to get like another one of these LED strips that's like behind this thing, and if I have a second one, and I have them running on either side, because if it's 75 inches I've got, alright, and these are each 36 inches. 36 plus 36 should be 72, if I'm not mistaken. So that means there's another 3 inches in the middle. So if I got 3 inches in the middle, I'm pretty sure that my monitor mount is like 2.5 inches, so I can have them run pretty much right up to it, and then have the part that's like a USB that plugs in run underneath the desk into the USB hub that's going to be mounted to the bottom of the desk. I think that'll work. That way I've got them there and I can use them. And it'll be even, except for regular mountings, which is fine, because there's them out there. So, I don't know, I'm trying to make things look cool, I know my roommate has like a bunch of like LEDs that she has going around, or had going around her room, but doesn't anymore. So, we might take those and put them out here, because we're going to turn this room back into like a living room, and like a workout, like a gym kind of thing. So, it'll be cool. But, like, we'll place it around here, we're going to have like a big TV, speaker system, couch off to one side. It'll be dope. It'll be pretty dope. I'm really enjoying it. It'll be awesome. So, we might see about seeing if she wants to do that, but that way they're not just sitting in a box and they're actually usable. So. Just making sure that it's going to put your button right now in the final 40 or 35 minutes almost in the stream. But we're good. It's going to look so cool. The only downside is it's smaller than the room we're currently in. So, yay. Pretty fancy. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's just getting it all sorted out. That's the thing, and getting it all done. Because my original plan was to build a false wall out of like drywall in like 2x4s, but don't mount it to the walls. Just have it so it's like got 2x4s at the bottom as like kind of feet that stick out, just to keep the wall from actually falling over. And have that at the other end of this room, and then have this room as just kind of like a workout area under desk, right? But I would have my couch in there and everything. But with our older roommate moving now, it's like, well, I get that room now. So it's like, I'll take the smaller room. I can make it work. It always make it. So we'll turn this room into like a good chill area. The lights in here can dim. I've actually got the lights on right now. Like the lights on. I have since they're pot lights, right? They generate a bit of heat, but not much. And so I have like a cardboard box that comes down far enough that it's not touching the light, and I have it velcroed around it, so it stops the light. So this half of the room isn't bright, but the other half of the room, like on the other side of my false wall, the lights are still on. So, but they're dimmable, so that's really cool for like having movies and stuff. So, I think if we have them like dimmed right down, and then if we want to put up those LED lights around the room, and have a TV set up and speakers around it, if we wanted to go to the dollar store, get even more of these ones, right, and run them behind like the speakers and the TV. That'd be kind of cool. But they're not like smart ones. There's $3 or $4 ones from the dollar store that they work, and they're bright enough. Like obviously, it looks good on camera, right? So it looks pretty decent in person. So having that around like TV or something like that, just like a backlight when you're watching movies, is cool. Or at least I believe it would. I like the whole smart home idea. The main issue I'm gonna have is I'm not gonna have. Well, I mean, I'll have more desk space technically, right? But I won't have as much in the background of the shots, right? So like this, you got like my little like thing, I got like a huge shelf. This won't be or in that room because it won't fit, right? So it's a lot lampo-esque here. So I might need to put up like a shelf on the wall there. I don't know. With my luck, I'll turn and hit it with my face one day and get super mad. So who knows? I mean, we got like really long, like 2x8, so like 8 foot long. So maybe I'll just take one of those and make a very long shelf in the room, and then I'll just have shit sit on there, and it'll be above the bed too. Because I want to get a projector. Why get a TV if I just get a projector? Just put it on the wall in front of me. Like, I already got a bunch of like white panels that I've been planning to use for shit, so I'll just like use toothpicks and put them all together, put them up on the wall. That's why I've got a white screen, right? And there you go. It'll already have like the EVA foot behind it. Probably not the acoustic film that is, but if I can get myself a projector and have it set up, well, have a shelf above it, have the cord going off, out of the way, whatever. There you go, easy peasy, man. Got like a 8 foot long shelf that I can put my stuff behind me, have that set up there, have like a laptop set up with it. There you go. And then I've got enough room just at the foot of my bed that I could probably put like, I mean, I might be able to put this in there. I could probably put it there, but then it might be sitting too high because, like, as you can see, like the ceiling isn't right here, so it wouldn't really work for using it as a. If I'm gonna put a screen there, pretty much for like the projector. Having like the same kind of curtain thing behind me to divide the room, it'll be like even closer. So not a big deal. Should be alright. This I could probably. I need to clean up the cold storage room anyway, so I'll probably use this to like organize it all. Figure out what I'm doing with all my shit. I have to go through all my shit anyways. Spring cleaning, probably start throwing out a bunch of that stuff that I don't need, or keep a bunch of the stuff that I do need and just kind of make it more organized. Because that's what hoarding is. You can't always be a hoarder, I have an entire like fucking apartment's worth of shit in the cold storage and in this tiny little room. So trying to make it all work. But my parents and we get along really well now, so I was like, you know what? It sounds kind of weird because I'm about to turn 25 in July, but I don't really want to move out. And I moved out at 18. Right? Like I didn't want to come move back with my family, but you don't know how much time you have. Right? Like, something could happen tomorrow, and it's like I'm just kind of enjoying it while I got it, because you never know with that. So spending time with family again, but like I spent more time with them in the past like 6-7 months that I've been here than I did since the entirety since I was 18 until then. Right? Like I've seen them more. Obviously, I live with them, but like I spent more time with them, right? Hanging out, just like, what you guys do? Oh, nothing. Blah blah. Just sitting in the same room talking about whatever. going out for a drive, chilling in the backyard with my dad, having beers. So I was like, I'm just kind of enjoying it about it. If I can help pay for things here, then yeah, that works out for both of us. Right? They give me my privacy, I give them theirs. It's a good way to look at it. Yeah, that's the way I think it's the best way to look at it, because anything could happen tomorrow, right? So you might as well enjoy it while you can, right? And I want to be able to give back, literally all of the money that I get from right here, right? Normally would go back into the stream. The only way it's going to go back into the stream is if we're set on money here. So, both my bank accounts are sitting at 0-0 right now. Because I gave all my money to my mom. Because, again, I got screwed at, their insurance that fucked them last month. I had to pay out $800 that we did not have. Right? Well, you guys, the community, and a few of our friends, ended up, helping us, greatly. Right? Let me drink a bit of water. I've been talking to them without not drinking. But no, you guys all helped us immensely. We paid that, and my parents were like, holy shit. Right? They paid that. Sorry for being 𝐂𝐴𝐡𝐚𝐭. No worries. But you guys helped with that, right? And then, literally, a couple days after that, one roommate was like, hey, I'm moving out 2 weeks. It's like, you have to give 60 days notice. Yeah, that's great. I'm moving out 2 weeks. Like, well, he's a bitch. Alright, great. Fuck off. Take your shit and get out. So, I get a room out of it. But now I've got to come up with another $450 because I have to pay for that room, right? So, yeah, it's just one of those situations where, well, shoot. Kind of lights a fire in my ass that I keep doing more and more. Right? So it's like, alright, well, let's do some recording, let's get a list done, let's start networking with other things, start reaching out to more companies, see what we can do. If you guys are interested in making, your boy a little bit extra money, and you like energy drinks, or you like healthy shit, because, it's healthy shit. It's not like, oh, I'm putting toxic waste. Okay, I'm being completely honest. I love Rockstar to death. This Rockstar is my favorite, energy drink company. Just energy drinks, not energy drink powder, but comes in a can. These are my favorite. This tastes way better, and it's cheaper, per the amount that you get. It's what, I think it costs $30 or $40 for the tub, and it's got 30 servings in it. I got way more than 30 servings out of mine. It says 30. I got way more than 30, right? If I were to buy 30 of these are $2.50 a piece. That's well over $60-$70. You get a way better deal. So if you guys want, I could probably use the command real quick and we'll see if it pops up. Alright, if you guys use that, you help me, I'll make money. You help a company that's just a startup, you get money. Or they get money, and you get a discount. Win-win for everybody. And it's yummy. I got the bubblegum one, and it literally tasted exactly like Hubba Bubba. I was like, I'm in love with this. If you guys have any ideas for flavors, let me know, because I'm currently talking with them about some that we're going to be making. And they might be branding things a little bit more towards weeds, because I was okay. There's a better market, just saying. Because on April Fool's, on April 1st, I made a post, and it was waifu bathwater flavor, and I was like, oh, I know where my money's going. I was like, that would be a great fucking flavor, let's do that. Literally, if you pander to that, that's gonna make good money. It's probably an untapped market right there. Well, I got a bunch of ideas. Should I send it to you through DMs, or through my email connection? Whichever one's easier. Alright, so I still need to type up everything I've got planned, because that was a few days ago. But yeah, if you guys got any flavors or anything that you want to recommend, because obviously there's great. There's very basic stuff, this one right here. This is a blue raspberry drink. Where they've got blue sour, or sour blue raspberry, or whatever it is. So they've already got that covered. So that's the next one I'm actually gonna get. Even though I really, really love the other one, I really want to try the other one too. I want to start stacking them. But obviously, they need to bring back their grape. I really wanted to try their grape one before. They also had a lemonade one, but they took out all of their old flavors, and they're making a new type of blend, I guess, that's even healthier. So probably would sell for sure. That's what I'm saying. If they come up with cool weed names, because this one is just bubblegum, But this is the React line, right? So I was like, why don't you just sell to weebs? Weebs, number one, we've got a little bit more money because we're like, I need to buy the merchandise. If you literally just sell them an anime girl on the container, they're gonna buy the container regardless if they like the flavor or not. Alright, I know, I would. Okay, like, Vex, you can't deny that you wouldn't either. It's exactly what we would do. But, you know, like, it's really fun. Actually, 𝐂𝐸, are you still here? Because 𝐂𝐸 ended up buying, I think the gummies or something like that. So I still need to know on how those turned out for him. Because I think there's, like, gummy vitamins or something. I mean, if I could, I would. Exactly. Right? Like, it's just like, if it's got a cute anime girl on it, I'd buy it. Like, it's literally as simple as that. Cute anime girl, you got my money. Easy peasy. They're super easy to make too. I mean, if you really want to go for it, you could make an entire furry brand that's not like your main brand, and like furries would buy that. Like, it's not that. You guys have all heard the story of the $20,000 furry commission, right? Like, that's an actual thing to have. That's like, they got the money to waste, so they will. But yeah. Also, I'm debating adding in a 4th monitor again, because I kind of miss having 4 monitors. But I don't really have one in mind that I would use, so that's gonna kind of bite. I've got one, but it's only like a 20-inch, so like, I don't really want another 20-inch monitor. If I'm gonna have another monitor, like, I want a bigger monitor. I just don't know how much weight this thing can support on that new table I'm gonna have, so it's like, ah, shit. Anyway, I might try and find like a thin, not super heavy monitor that's okay. Just use it for movies. And I kind of want to get like a chair from like a car. I want to try and like mount like my chair's kind of bottom to it. That way I can have like an adjustable leans back kind of chair, because my chair doesn't lean back. Car like seats for the car are like meant to be sat in all fucking day, right? So they're a lot more comfortable than any gaming chair or any ergonomic chair. No, just grab a chair from the car that's like good, not like a shitty one, but like an actual good one. Oh man, you'll have a good time sitting in that all fucking day. They're cushy, they're adjustable, they got arms. It's nice. You know, if you don't want the arms, fold them up. That's what I'm gonna do when my dad goes to get rid of his truck. I'm gonna take all the chairs out of it. I'm gonna like mount a plate to the bottom of it, and just put legs on it. That'll be my chair. Because I like this chair, but I can get better. I'll probably just get this chair to my roommate so she doesn't use a shitty little chair. And I am now done with the industry. Well, we got 25 minutes. I think I can make that industry in 25 minutes. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? Holy crap. Oh. Yeah. So Vex, how have you been though? I haven't seen you in a few days. Did you want to watch some anime after stream tonight? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Just a piss and vinegar? She's like, gotta lick myself over and over. I don't know, I think I've got a decent plan. I'm gonna set up everything. Just gonna have to measure everything from the roof down, have to measure everything from the ground up, have to cut the table so it's perfect, line it up in there, have like another piece of EVA foam that the computer can sit on so it's elevated, and have the one monitor vertical and have it pretty much mirrored of how it is right now. Have that one horizontal instead. But a different way to mount that light. So, still tired from yesterday's stream? Oh. I mean, just so you know, we nearly got it, by the way. We nearly got it. We had, what was the name? I'm really bad with names. We had someone named 𝐂𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿 end up joining our stream, and he taught me how to do an item slide that went really far, almost in the exact spot, but I didn't charge it long enough, and falling down to the void again, I was like, alright, I'm tired. I can't. Oh my god. The macho echidna, Uganda Randy Savage Knuckles. My Buddha, how are you? How are you doing, my Buddha? How are you doing, homie? How's your day going? You having a fantastic time? You just literally gave me like the biggest shit-eating grin in the world. Like, my Buddha. You're not even my Buddha. Oh shit. I'm just imagining like a macho man version of like Uganda Knuckles. That's awesome. I kind of miss the chat. I don't, but I do. It's so different now. But, I might get back into it one day. Who knows? Maybe we'll turn one of our days into like a VR chat day. But I don't know what that means. What are you doing, Lala? You get brushed or something? Why are you bouncing? Oh my god. She's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Glad to hear you got close. Yeah, we actually nearly got it. Like, I did the actual barrier skip several times. Like, probably like 6 or 7 times. How long did that take? I ended just before 6 o'clock in the morning. So... it was a 6.5 hour stream, I believe. So, I don't know. I spent like 3.5 hours just on that, so... But we nearly got it, dude. It was so awesome. It just means, you know what we're gonna do though? We're next Wednesday, we're gonna go back and we're just gonna set the timer from where it was the previous time. We're just gonna play through the game. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I couldn't, so now I possibly could. But whatever. Yeah, it would be a neat little thing. I don't plan to become a speedrunner. Right? Noella, I'm streaming. Can you please stop like fucking making a bunch of noise on my desk and making my microphone, you know, dance? I don't know if you guys heard her, but she just kind of like, and she's just gone. Fucking ants up her ass. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue on playing through the game as next time we play, which will be next Wednesday. And trying to not take days off, even today, where I feel like complete garbage. Like, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna keep streaming. So, yay. I might end up making a CB schedule as well, where I stream late at night. But that's gonna be probably like after these streams, like an hour or two after, because I have to spend at least an hour on the streams when I'm ready. I don't know if I'm gonna do like Monday to Friday type, but who knows? You never know. Maybe I will. Just gotta keep trying to make money somehow or another. I'm pretty sure I could do pretty well at that. So, first time here, can you tell me about your pet? Alright, so that's Eboy. That's the one who joined from Leviticus stream. So, my pet, her name is Noella. She is a Persian Himalayan mix. She's a cat, and she has a very squishy face. She's incredibly smart, and yet also one of the dumbest animals you'll meet in your entire life. She's really well trained, so if I leave my food on the table and I say, hey, not for you, and she'll be like, okay. I could leave it there for 5-6 hours. She won't touch it unless she doesn't have any food. In which case, she's a scavenger. That's what cats are. They're like, I was told no, but I'm completely out of food and I'm hungry, so fuck you. But if you left me food, I won't touch it. Right? I could leave like tuna in a bowl. She won't touch it if I tell her not to. So she's really smart that way. Right? I taught her how to. She used to be able to do backflips and stuff. Now she's too lazy. She can open doors if I need her to, depending how heavy the door is, of course. She knows if I want her to like come here or something like that. I do like specific sounds. I've trained her really well. But she's also very dumb in the case that she looks at a wall and decides, hey, my face isn't flat enough. And she'll dive face first into the wall. Not paws first, just face first. And just bang, right into the wall. To flatten her face more, I swear. She's a very dumb cat, but I love her so much because she's super smart too. But she's one of them. She's a grumpy cat. She's white. She's got kind of like a, well, it was said earlier, but you know, like a burned marshmallow kind of thing going on. You know, it's like mostly white, but it's got that little bit like orange and like dark gray and black browns of it on the fur. So she's really cool. She got like half a stripe on her face, It's like, it cuts dead center, and it goes like as a straight on that side type thing. It's really neat. Yeah, she's my tiny little Ewok. But yeah, she's a total sweetheart. I love her. She has kept me around. Many years ago, when I was going through an incredibly bad part of my life, I was super depressed. The only thing that stopped me from jumping off the balcony was my cat. So, not that I was ever suicidal. It was just like that call of the void kind of thing. Of like, it doesn't fucking matter to it, right? Not even like, oh, I want to kill myself. It was just kind of, you can do that. Yeah, I could. And you're just like, might as well. And then it's like, nope, my cat. I gotta take care of my cat. If I die, no one's gonna take care of my cat. I gotta take care of my cat. So like, okay. So, even though I was already like incredibly depressed as well, I wasn't in that kind of mindset of like it needs to end. But it's just like sometimes your brain just gives that intrusive thought, right? So it's like call of the void, just do it. You know? That's why some people just walk out in front of a car for no reason, right? But they have no idea why they decided to do that. They just did. The brain just turned off and went die. And you're like, okay. So but luckily I got lucky that my brain was like, nope, cat, gotta take care of that. I was like, okay. She literally has kept me around. She's also the only woman that's never walked out. She didn't walk out on me. She stayed. Not that she really could, because she's a cat. I feed her, clean up the poop for her, so she doesn't really go anywhere. But like, only woman that hasn't left me. Just making sure that my shit is all set up. Computer still. I had to make sure that, because I have my phone. There's actually a really neat app for Windows called Dwarfo, and I always thought it was really stupid to use, and I could not go back to not using it. Like once I started using it, I was like, holy shit, this is actually super useful. Because like I don't have like a feed for like YouTube or a bunch of like other shit, so I have it for Twitch, but I don't have it for everything else because I still need to get that all set up. I've just had so much else going on in life that I haven't sat down on my computer and just fixed everything. So whenever I get like a new subscriber on YouTube, though, I get a notification. So it goes to my phone. Well, if I have the phone app open up on my other monitor, I see that notification. I can thank someone if they follow me on YouTube, right? And I can see if I got like a text message or if there's something that happened, right? I can see the message over there on like my monitor, whereas I can see like my Twitch feed over on this monitor. So it works out pretty well. Yeah, I understand the call of void. Yeah. I mean, it's a thing, right? It happens. So. But, it's one of those things where you just like hope it doesn't happen at the wrong time, or you're willing to actually do it. You can't think it through. But sometimes you just kind of, okay. And then, if you have a moment, at least, to go, wait a minute. Well, we're about 15 minutes to the end of the stream. So, let's try and figure out what is our last topic to discuss. Because, you know, probably leaving it on like Call of the Void is not a good thing. Is there anything that you guys want to see from me, like stream-wise? Like anyone you want to see me like collab with, or any type of ideas for like goals? Because the 8-bout one right here is, you know, it's there, but no one's really seems to be interested in 8-bout, so we haven't been on the road. So I might not even do that one. We might change it to something else that's a little bit more interesting. Like, if you guys got ideas for like future streams or videos that you want to see from me, I'm so down for pretty much any and all ideas. Or if maybe there's like a type of social media that you're like, hey, you should try doing this or whatever, right? I love getting new ideas for things, because then I can go, alright, let's take that, throw my spin on it. I want to see what I can do. I want to see how I can play that, what I can do with this. I'm kind of debating trying to set up like a game show kind of thing as Thursdays. Debating it. Okay, I don't know if I'm actually going to, but like, I kind of want to do that. Because then it's also an IRL day, right? Tuesdays are creepy, Thursdays are fun days, right? So, I'm trying to figure that out. Because if I had like an event type like thing where people are like, oh shit, I want to come see this, you know, it's a different thing every single time. Because generally right now, Thursdays just kind of this. We're just kind of shoot the shit, and hang out, talk about our week, we'll talk about what's going on in life, anything that is eventful, anything that we want to try out in life, you know, just stupid shit, random stories. So I'm thinking if I have it like an actual some kind of game show, like you guys, what type of game shows do you guys like? You know, there's always like Jeopardy. Everyone kind of sits there and goes, okay. You know, there's like, I have an idea for it, where we have like a group of other like streamers, whether like VTubers or normal streamers, and we have like a whole camera thing set up, so they all are on screen and everything. We can like transition between each thing, and we can make it so like, we'll do like Wikipedia races or something like that, right? So see who can get from point A to point B the fastest without clicking like the see more or go back, right? So you have to click on things that are on the page and go through, and then press time, and you see the time pop up on the thing. And that's easy enough to just like have a screen share, or whatever you want, have like the camera set up. Nick is brought me here. Would you do a collab with him if he's down? Yeah, of course. I need to get to know him a little bit better before I do a collab with him. But yeah, he's been around for God, I want to say, I think a couple months now, at least. I don't know, time doesn't exist to me, but we've been here for a little while. So if he's down, I might do a collab with him. It all depends on what it is too, right? It's like Monday's our collab day. Like this past Monday, we did a collab with Frosted Fricks. We talked about like spooky, scary stories and like our belief systems and like our understanding of like supernatural and stuff like that, and just what's going on in our lives. Like, you know, like just had a fun time. So I'm gonna try and get him on like again another time. Probably if I end up doing a game show thing, I'm sure he would love to do that. Because if that's the case, then maybe I can get that all set up. Maybe we'll do that in VR chat if my computer is willing to stream VR chat, because it does not like streaming VR chat. But if I got that all set up, then you have everyone just hop in VR chat. That makes it easier for you to like kind of have the camera angles and shit, and walk up to people, and I can still be in IRL and just be like, ooh. But it might just be easier to actually just have everything set up. Valfu, I'm back and I got my trackers popped. Nice. That's awesome. I just kicked something. That kind of hurt. We're about 10 minutes left in stream, so we're trying to figure out like ideas for like collabs or like anyone that people guys want to see me collab with, possible game show idea type thing. I'm just trying to come up with some ideas. Need to wait for the straps and USB adapter. Nice, nice. I'm assuming that's for VR. If you want to try a VR life hack, alright, you can get a like leg bracers, like shin guards type things. Like arm bracers. You get like battery packs, like the rechargeable, not rechargeable, yeah, rechargeable. You know, like when you play Pokemon Go and you charge your phone, like the portable charger. And if you strap those down onto them, and then you have the USB cord going from those into your trackers, you make your trackers last as long as those. Pretty much an extra backup battery that keeps them charged until that's fully dead. That's what I plan to do if I ever get VR. It's gonna have a nice little setup for each everything. Just have everything uploaded. All game times. It'll be awesome. Oh damn, yeah. See, I think I was out of box for this kind of shit. I also know how to make a, if you get into streaming, because I don't know if you stream or not, I know how to use a stream deck in VR, even though I don't have VR. I already tested it out with a buddy of mine and got it to work. And now I found an even easier way to do it, so it's super simple now. But if you're interested in any of that type of shit, that's what I like doing, is finding creative ways to do shit. Outside the box, ideas. And that's what I want my YouTube channel to be, because I was making a video every Sunday. There was a video that came up. It was just like, how to do this, and it'd be like only a couple minutes. Because I don't like watching like a 20-minute long video and go, didn't fucking explain what I needed. It's a 3-minute long video. Nah, sure, fuck it. I'll sit down and watch it. Oh, there's a problem, there's the issue, there we go, it's done. Oh, awesome. I don't care. Like the video. Thanks. Take it easy. You know, like that's pretty much all I do in my videos. It's like, alright, short and to the point. And now, the way the algorithm's working, it's gonna work perfectly. So once my channel starts getting more traction again, those will just pick right back up and go through. It's awesome. So, in theory, everything should work out that way. I'm just trying to come up with a bunch of different ideas for things. And I've got lists upon lists of shit on my phone of things I want to do. Like, the next video I want to do, and I'm debating doing it in this setup, but this setup isn't made for like sitting, right? Like for like recording, because otherwise it just doesn't work right. Because then it's, well, you kind of see this, which is a fucking mess, right? So, I don't really want that as the background. If I have it sitting, that's just not good. So, but I'm gonna make it so you can see, like, I don't know if you remember the poll overlay that I had on my stream, and that worked for, like, whenever I set up it only worked on Twitch, right? But again, the majority of my audience is on Twitch anyways. I would like to grow my audience on everything else as well, but for the time being, that's a very small percentage of my viewership. So, but I had like a little thing that would pop up right here. It was like anytime that I wanted a poll, I would just type in things, press, you guys press 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, however many it was in chat. You just press the number, and then press enter, and it would read it through chat. And then add a timer and everything. It was pretty good. And it looked awesome, right? So it was a nice little overlay that I had. So that's gonna be the next video, because I don't have it anymore since my computer corrupted. So I figured might as well, when I go to reinstall it, or not reinstall it, set it all up again, just make a video. Easy peasy, you know? It's incredibly easy. And then it also benefits me, because now I have it for my stream. It's a win-win, right? At least I believe it is. That way. I've got it. You guys now have a video, shows you how to do it. You want to do it that way. A bunch of different ways to do things. So, eventually I'm going to show how to make my microphone sound, or how to make your microphone sound like this, because again, this is a rock band mic, right? It sounds pretty decent, I think, right? And that's with a computer that's vibrating a whole bunch. So, I think it sounds okay. So, eventually I'll make a video on how I did it that way. And then chances are, I'll just like have like the presets for everything, and then just hand it in for, just give the files for people to just download those. That way it's just plug and play pretty much, and you can make a rock band mic sound good. But it's super easy. And then I eventually want to get like this really good, like, it's like a MIDI device, but, so, when you stop to think about, sorry, my nose is starting to get itchy, I gotta drink water, hold on. So, a lot of people think that they need to get like an XLR microphone. They need to get like the 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐿, and they need to get a stream deck. They gotta get all this. I use an old iPad as my stream deck, touch portal. I want to get another tablet, right, like an Android one, and set up the Orin board on that. That way I've got 2 different stream decks. But there's also a way to use like hotkeys and scripting with this type of MIDI device. Okay, and the biggest stream deck has 32 buttons. Now each of those buttons can do even more functions, like there can be folders, and you can have more and whatnot. And it's pretty much infinite, right? But this MIDI device has 64 buttons, and the 𝐂𝐡𝐚 only has 4 sliders. This has, I believe it has like 9 sliders. So we got 9 sliders, 64 buttons, and then more buttons on the side that I can use for other stuff. Each and everything has its own mute button. I can have like a kill button, and all I have to do is just do the scripting, and I can use it. So I want to get that all set up, and it's USB. I use USB mic. Now, yes, there is higher quality that you can get at like a Shure SMD and everything, but most streamers don't need that, right? Like you don't need that, like, you get to a certain point where everything sounds the same, because like your $5,000 microphone and your $200 microphone are gonna sound the same coming through your stream, because Twitch like just crushes everything. YouTube, you might make a difference. I don't know about Trovo, D-Live, Mobcrush, but on Twitch, everything hits like a cap, and it doesn't sound any better, right? They all sound the same. So if you can make your cheap mic, like a rock band mic, sound that good, you might as well do that, and then you save yourself like a few $100. And if I want to get a stream deck and I want to get the 𝐂𝐡𝐚, it's going to cost me well over $1,000, right? Just because in Canada, shit's super expensive, right? The MIDI device is $120. Sounds like a much better idea, and all I have to do is sit down and do a bit of scripting. Alright, not a big deal. I will sit down and learn how to script what I exactly need for each thing to save me that money. not a hard thing to do at all. So it's like, alright, $120 on that. Scripting is free. Voice meter is free. That's all I need. That is literally all I need. I can do like a whole bunch of fancy stuff with that. So I want to like keep making videos that are like that, but I want to get more into the in-depth stuff later on. Like I want like the super like things that people ask that are super easy to do, but no one knows how to do it. Right? Alright, this is how you do it. It's simple, but nobody knows how to do it. I try and make like my cheap as all hell stream look relatively professional. Right? Like obviously this isn't the best layout. It works, but yeah, it's not terrible. I could have more. Like I can move like the date and the time over here to like down over here, and then I can have like if I wanted to play like different music or whatever, I can have that on the bottom as well. I can change like the event boxes up in that corner. I could probably like bring the bar down, make it a little bit larger. I can move the chat. I can make it so it's like a walled chat, sort of like how Farkas has it. You know, when that blocks off all this. So it's a different setup. There's a whole bunch to it that I just haven't decided to do yet. So that's all future plans. But you know what we're gonna do? We're about to end stream. So I've got to find someone to raid. So I'm gonna go check that real quick. You gotta always find somebody to raid, right? Like, I think we've got enough people. Alright, so let's see who is online. Where do I want to send you guys? It was nice meeting you. Hey, if you feel like dropping a follow, I would greatly appreciate it. I stream Monday to Friday, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, that is... Hopefully I do it every day. Obviously there's some days where but yeah, that is the plan, is I usually will stream that. You know what? I am gonna throw you guys... Where do I want to toss you? I think I'm gonna throw you at Frosty Flakes, because that's my boy. So for anyone that is not on Twitch, and if you guys are on YouTube, or DLive, or Trovo, or Moth Crush, or wherever you are, I'm going to post it in chat, that way you guys can go there. I don't think it'll actually go into Moth Crush's chat, actually, now think about it. That is where we're going. I'm going to start up the raid. That actually goes over that way. Love you all. Thank you so much for hanging around. One raid after another. It happens. That's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, show him some love. He's a great guy. He's one of my closest friends. He's actually one of the only people that I know online that knows where I live in my life, so, well, used to live because I moved, but knows what city I live in, so that's already creepy enough. So, he's a good buddy of mine. Show him some support. He's playing VR chat. He does like a bunch of voice acting. He's really good at it, so just head on over there. Alright, love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing weird fanfic readings. It's gonna be fun. See you.